now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever LocoLads podcast. I am Aaron the Loco, and this is Big Dirty Barry.
Hello.
If you don't know who Barry is a professional part-time wrestler and has actually wrestled some of the biggest names on the independent scene. Barry, who'd be like probably the biggest name you would ever wrestled?
John Moxley.
John Moxley.
AKA or FKA Dean Ambrose. Wrestled him. Scotty Too High.
Yeah.
X-Pac.
Yeah. Suck it.
Yeah, but you've wrestled your fair share of lads who are doing well.
I think the only kind of like big import a lot of people know I wrestled was Colt Cabana.
Mike Bailey.
Yeah, that's true. And then Rene Dupree.
Yeah, but you used to be the youngest.
But it's mad. A lot of people don't like, unless you're like a diehard wrestling fan. Like, for example, like any wrestling fan or anybody in general know like X-Pac. You know what I mean? They all know who he is. But like, I feel like if you kind of say like Rene Dupree, people are kind of like, don't really know who he is. But everybody knows DX and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Dupree's coming back over.
Is he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
I love Rene Dupree.
Yeah.
He's such a funny dude, man.
Yeah, he's gas.
He nearly got ran over by a car when I was traveling with him to Belfast. We got off the bus and it was like across the road from the venue. And we're crossing the road and there's a car that's coming at full speed. Rene Dupree just can keep walking.
Oh yeah,
he fears no man.
No, or car.
No, and one guy had to actually nearly pull Rene Dupree back like before he actually died. Rene Dupree could have died in Belfast.
Do you remember when we drove up to Belfast?
I think I know this story.
So we were driving up to Belfast. Aaron was in the back. And I just stick your arse out the window at the next car we were driving past. I was like, yeah, okay. So he undoes the belt, he gets up, and he has to like stand on the seat and like pull his arse out, and he sticks his arse out the window, not up against it. Your arse is hanging out the window.
Yeah, it's literally outside the window. And like, this is also like, you gotta bear in mind, this is also like a motorway. So we're traveling, this isn't just like a normal road. We're traveling at like 120 kilometers per hour. Probably faster, because, you know what I mean, you go faster than the speed limit.
Yeah. And I was in my little shitty
so this thing's
Toyota Vitz, like a piss gold Toyota Vitz that's missing its hubcaps. You know what I mean? And it's like weighed down because there's so many people in the car.
Yeah. So this thing's like freaking rattling because they ain't built for speed nor having people actually in the car.
No.
So like it's we're going fast. Like we wind down the window and like as Barry said, I like stand up on the seat and like I stick me bare arse
holding
outside.
on to the guy.
Literally holding on like I could fall out that car. Like I'm literally like halfway out that fucking vehicle.
Like,
anyway.
Tucking his balls as well.
Yeah, gotta tuck in the balls.
And I can see now, I pull up beside the car, I can see it's an elderly couple driving this car. And what else I see is a wreath that says, son. These people are going to a funeral. I feel terrible. These people are going to a funeral, presumably for their son. And all they see is this arse driving back, overtaking them. I don't know how I didn't crash the car. I was laughing that hard, but I was also in shock. You know.
Yeah, it's probably one of the worst experiences of my life.
How do you feel about that?
I don't feel good, Barry, knowing it.
If they were here now, what would you say to them?
Maybe that was a sign. Maybe like, that's maybe like their littlest boy I don't know, or I imagine with their old couple, maybe it was like an older lad. Maybe like, that's like Billy giving us a sign from above. Right. Like Billy loved messing around. Like that's something Billy would do. That's like a message from above, you know.
Maybe Billy was a mooner.
Maybe that's how Billy died, was by mooning.
You nearly did.
I nearly did.
You nearly lost your arse.
I did nearly lose my arse. Yeah.
If they were here right now, what would you say to them? If Billy was here right now, what would you say to him? I'm sorry for mooning your man down your funeral.
Hope you enjoyed the dark side of the moon. I don't know. Sorry. Sorry? Like, I don't know. I didn't hardly meant it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to be dragged into this. I might have instigated it. But you did it. You know, you were the... I'm innocent. I was just...
Well, that would be like, for example, like, if you go, murder him, and I do it, like, you'd be like, go down by association, you know?
Yeah, but I was joking. I said it thinking you wouldn't do it. I said it as a joke.
Like, I'm pretty sure that's how your man, like, Manson went down, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't he go down? He didn't actually kill the
No,
celebrity people. Like, he just told people.
Well, he had a whole conspiracy about it, you know? He was, like, conspiring to murder people.
Yeah.
I'm not conspiring to get you to moon, lads. To moon old people on the way to funerals.
I don't know, maybe do. Maybe saying Barry brainwashed me, like, you know what I mean? Barry sent me subliminal messages in my sleep, like, moon.
I am A1 at manipulation, so I could have easily manipulated you into doing that.
Oh, easy, man. Yeah. Easily. God damn, man. There's a lot of stupid people out there that probably do it too.
Yeah. I wish I knew what match we had then, afterwards. I wish I knew who we worked.
After that game,
after that, because we were on the way to the show.
Maybe that was usually if we're traveling together. I feel like we're usually wrestling together. So it probably was like you. Maybe it was like you and Amy against me and the three boys.
Could it, or me and Dara?
No, we never wrestled you and Dara in Belfast. No, never in Belfast. It was always like you, Amy, or you, Karen, or you. Yeah. That's it, really. I think. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I don't know who that was.
No. What funny wrestling story do you have, like, with any big name?
That's the funniest.
I can't be the funniest.
That's the funniest. The other, the funniest one, the one that comes to mind is when I worked. I was working Joey Ryan, you got cancelled. He got cancelled now.
By the way, if you don't know who Joey Ryan is, Joey Ryan was that guy. You probably saw a lot of clips on like TikTok or Twitter at the time where he would get people like to grab his penis, and then he'll start doing like and then people would like flip over.
Stupid.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Well, I was working him, and I was working his partner at the time, his tag team partner, Candice LeRae.
Yeah.
And we had I went and I got T-shirts printed off with my face on it for her to wear, and one with her face on it for me to wear. And she did not like it. She did not like the idea of doing it. I said, "Yeah, do you want to wear this T-shirt?" And she said, "No, I don't want to wear that T-shirt." I said, "Oh, okay." So I went out wearing one with hers, but I packed the one with my face on it down my jocks, and or in my wrestling gear. And when we came out, then we done the whole celebration and all, and then I take out the T-shirt and I show it to the crowd, and the whole crowd then, this is in the stadium, so it's 2,000 people.
Yeah, 2,000 people.
Put it on. Put it on. Put it on.
Oh, did you like know this would work?
Yeah.
Oh, that's freaking genius. That's so smart.
Because
if she doesn't put it on, she looks like a freaking dickhead. Like, she's like, oh, and she'll get booed. She has to. So, oh my god, that is freaking hilarious. That's genius.
Well, got a great pop then when she put it on as well. Got good reactions. So.
Yeah, but she probably didn't want to like wear some random lad's face on her chest.
I don't get it. I didn't get the. It's only a T-shirt.
Yeah, I get that too. Like, I don't know, but
good match as well.
Well, apart from the fact your tag partner nearly killed Candice LeRae in the match by dropping.
That was rough. That was rough. I remember crawling over to her, asking, "Are you okay?"
Just the image you crawling like, "You okay?" The big sweaty Barry like crawling over to her like, "You okay, dear Candice?"
First of all, I don't sweat in my matches. I don't work that hard. But I crawled over to her and I said, it was a horrendous bump. God love her. Like, it was, the move she was doing was the hurricane. So she jumped off.
It was off the turnbuckle, like.
So you come down, you wrap your legs around the lad's head, and he flips. But what happened was, I don't know how he was taking it. I think he was like too straight. You had to kind of lean forward into it. He's too straight. And he kind of lost balance, regained it, but it was too late. And he dropped her, and the back of her head just went cracking into the canvas, and it was a nasty one. It was a nasty one, in fairness to her. Jeez. But she was a trooper. You know, she's a trooper. She finished it.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Fair play. Did you ever hear the story about me and Tyler Bay?
No.
You never heard the story about me? You probably will hear it. Like some lads love telling the story. So Tyler Bay was like, obviously, this is when he was like massive on the independent scene. This is when like British strong style were like at their finest. Yeah. But all the strong style people were over. But he was in like a solo match. And this is back in the Tivoli days. And my gimmick, I don't think I was on OTT at the time. Maybe I was at OTT at the time. Maybe I just did like 1 or 2 matches on like the main roster, but I was on Contenders. So my gimmick, I used to do like the pants rip-off. I still did, always did. It was like the pants rip-off. And it was like the big pop, me ripping off my pants and stuff like that, like the stripper pants. And then There was one time I saw a video of it then on Twitter of like Tyler Bate making his entrance, and like Tyler Bate's like fucking ripped. He's jacked. This guy looks like a freaking Chippendale. I just look like some skinny fucking weirdo with a beard, like just ripping off his pants.
And he's deceivingly strong.
Yeah.
Like I know he looks jacked, but he's stronger than he looks as well.
Like, do you know what I'm the equivalent of? Do you remember that Friends episode where they hire a stripper to come to their gaff and it's just Danny DeVito?
Yeah.
I'm like Danny DeVito. Like, I'm not what you expect, you know what I mean? And like, Tyler Bate is Vegas. Tyler Bate's, you go to Chippendales and you get what you get. Like, this guy's freaking, he's a beast.
Yeah, but that's a bit harsh.
No, not at all.
On Danny DeVito, it's a bit harsh.
All right, so maybe a little bit on Danny DeVito. So anyway, I saw a clip of him, and he does his entrance, and he's ripping off his pants on the top turnbuckle, and the crowd's going wild. The women are loving it. I'm like, this fucker. And I was like, okay. And he comes to OTT. I'm sitting there in the curtain when he's making his entrance. And I seen he's got these pants on. I was like, oh, he ain't going to do it here, is he? He goes out, makes his entrance, rips the pants off him. I'm like...
Don't say you.
I'm like, you son of a bitch. So I wait backstage. He finishes his match. He comes backstage. I go to him, Tyler. I'm not being like serious. I kind of like take the piss, but I'm like, Tyler, see that little kind of, see that pants rip thing? I go, it's kind of my thing.
Oh, you're a dickhead.
To superstar Tyler Bate, the hottest thing on the independent scene. I go, yeah, that's my gimmick. And he kind of just went, I was kind of saying it in like a messing way, like, you know what I mean? I wasn't like being like dead serious like that. I was kind of saying taking the piss. And he kind of looked at me and goes, oh. I was like, yeah. And then the next day, it was one of those double-header weekends, Dublin on the Saturday, Belfast on the Sunday.
Yeah.
And he was wrestling on Belfast on Sunday, and so we didn't do the pants rip-off.
But fair play to him.
And he never did it ever since either.
Fair play to him.
He literally stopped doing it. He stopped doing it completely.
Well, first of all...
He literally just stopped doing it.
Fair play to him for doing that. That's sound.
But he shouldn't have took me gimmick.
He probably never watched your match, though.
Well, that's very true.
That's fairness. But at least he stopped. But the audacity of you. Well, fair play to you at the same time as well.
I went to him in a funny thing. I think the lads were there.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, look, watch this. I was going like, hey, lads, look what I'll do here. Like, I was just taking the piss with him. Like,
yeah.
But like, he took it. I don't know if he knew I was taking the piss or not or being serious. And he didn't know how to fucking, like, the comprehend it in a way. Like,
yeah.
Because I think it's break a computer, like, read me. And it's like, is this guy being serious or is he joking? Like,
yeah.
The next day, I wouldn't give a fuck. Like, what does that anything? But like, yeah, he totally just fucking, I don't know if he just misread me or whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a... I never heard that.
You never heard that?
Never heard that.
So
I wish I was there for it.
Yeah.
I wish I was. I would have liked it.
That was the good days back in the fucking Tivoli anyway.
Yeah, hell of a venue.
Oh, it's great.
Well, I don't really have any other mad, funny stories at all.
No. Do you know what's a funny story right now?
What?
P.Diddy.
I was going to ask you, how do you feel about it? Because you're a big fan of him, aren't you?
No. I'm not a fan of P.Diddy.
You had him playing when I came in.
I did not have him playing when he came in.
You told me before that he was your favourite artist.
What's that mean? No, he's never my favourite artist.
I could have swore. I could have swore.
Don't get me wrong. There's a couple of P. Diddy songs where like, fuck yeah.
Oh.
Nah, that's bollocks.
Well, I wouldn't have said that. That. That's bad form.
He's got some. You know what about that one? Like, every step I take. Even though it's like copy of the Police song.
Yeah. Well, it's not the worst thing he did if he stole that. You know what I mean?
So what do you know about the whole P. Diddy thing going on? Because this thing's like hot at the moment. It's like all over Twitter, all over TikTok, all over the news.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I know of nothing.
You know, I know nothing. I was like, this. You were just like, would you even watch like the news? You don't go on TikTok, do you know?
No.
And you don't go on Twitter.
No.
And I feel like your Twitter's just wrestling related stuff.
I have to get off Twitter. I have Twitter, but for some reason, whenever I go onto Twitter, you know the way they have the page, like what you follow.
Yeah.
And then they have a for you, but my for you is all like people getting in fights.
Oh, cool.
And murders and things like that. Yeah. And I'd wake up in the morning, I have a cup of coffee, and the first thing I'm seeing is a lad getting set on fire, and I don't want to watch this. So I'm going to get rid of it.
No, that's not a way to start your morning off, you know what I mean? You don't really want to see that stuff. But yeah, so P. Diddy has officially been arrested and is facing I don't know how many criminal charges, but he's looking like he's going away for probably potentially the rest of his life.
And can I ask you something? How do you feel about that, knowing that your hero is going away?
He's not my hero.
I could have swore I asked you before who is your number one, including your father, who is your number one male icon, and you said P. Diddy. Twice.
What the fuck was he?
I don't know. I thought it was weird at the time.
But did you hear what he was doing? Now, we have a video here, because I actually don't really know exactly what the charges have been done on, but, like, I gotta say, man, look, obviously what he did, from some of the stuff he did, is absolutely shocking, but, like, behind every grey cloud there's a silver lining, and I gotta say, some of the content coming out on TikTok about this is fucking hilarious.
Is this it here?
Well, that's the video. There's a video here, the 9 most shocking P. Diddy freak-out party details.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, look at this. Hold on. So right here, we have a video. It's called, the 9 shocking P. Diddy freak-off party details. Now, it's a 19-minute video. I'm going to watch it all, but maybe we'll watch, like, the first, like, 1 or 2 details. So Barry gets an idea of what the hell is going on with P. Diddy.
Yeah.
But did you hear, like, he got so the police raided his house, all right? And they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil and, like, over 700 dildos.
700?
Literally, like, a barrel full of dildos. And 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Like one dildo.
Literally 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
I would have said one dildo is enough. Is a lot to find in someone's house.
700, like
700's a lot.
Yeah.
Like 700. That's. But yeah,
how many? When do you say, like, what number would be like? Oh, that's not that bad.
I suppose 1 isn't a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Where do you keep 700? Because 700 dildos, that's a lot.
He must have had a barrel, as you said.
What?
You said he had like a barrel full. I imagine he kept.
Do you think it was like in a barrel, or did he have like one of those like 50 Shades of Grey room where like he turns on a light and it's just like, you know when people have like gun rooms and all the guns are on racks?
He had a dildo.
Do you reckon he's had like a dildo room, like he just turned on a switch and there's just like a wall, a whole room, like a shrine of dildos everywhere?
Yeah, like I'm looking at this back wall here and trying to picture it.
You wouldn't fit 700 on that.
You would if they're the same size as yours. You'd fit loads. But yeah, it's hard to imagine. Like 700.
700 is a visual. That's a visual. That's a visual for sure. And what about the thousands of bottles of baby oil?
That's a lot. That's
like 1,000 bottles.
Yeah, that's
like that's like nearly a whole Tesco's aisle.
Yeah, how the fuck do you even get that? Because you can't just go to the shop or get that much. I don't imagine.
Do you reckon it's like ordering them off Amazon?
Is there a rich person's Amazon?
I'm sure there probably is, but I know one thing. There's definitely a seller of baby oil who's going to be down a lot of money this month.
Yeah, like, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Like, look, say what about P. Diddy, but he was keeping the baby oil business afloat, you know what I mean? There's probably a lot of fucking companies, you know what I mean, earning good money. There's going to be some families not getting fed this month because of P. Diddy's non-baby oil purchases.
But what did he do? Because I imagine he's
well,
not.
that's what we're going to learn now.
In trouble.
That's what we're going to learn now. What exactly did he do? So we're going to find out.
What did he do?
What did Diddy? We're going to find out what did Diddy do. What did Diddy do? Here we go. What did Diddy do? Let's find out what did Diddy do.
When Combs didn't get his way, he was violent, and he subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse so that they would participate in the...
Actually, did you hear that, what he said? He would get violence?
Yeah.
Did you ever see the video clip? Now, it's terrible what he did, but the build-up to the clip is very funny.
I'm not laughing. This is like when you mooned.
No, I gotta say, there's a video. So he has an ex-girlfriend who's an R&B artist called Cassie. And there's a video. It's like a hotel security camera video they got. And it was like him. It's like him. She's like going for the elevator. Left his hotel room. She's like going to the elevator. She's waiting for the elevator. And P.D. just comes around and starts beating the shit out of her. Now, it's fucking horrible. And like, obviously he deserves to get what he gets. But it's the process before that which is kind of funny because it's just P. Diddy running up a hallway in a little towel.
Fuck.
Butt naked. Just butt naked in a little white hotel towel around him.
And you know what? He definitely would have tried to get rid of that. That's the mad thing.
Yeah, it's
he
like
definitely would have tried to cover that up.
yeah, it's blameless. It's pretty fucking bad though. But yeah, it's the
He's in a towel. Yeah.
He's in a towel with doing it, but it's him running up his little.
But
it's like that,
yeah.
like just pegging up the hallway, which is it's. You might even they might even show a clip of it here.
Oh yeah, I hope.
They might even show a clip of it here. Yeah, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out what did Diddy do. What did Diddy do? But yes, parties are called freak offs.
So
yeah,
it's not just him then. There's like a few people involved in this.
Well, this is the thing now. They're saying he's like the Epstein of. So like Epstein was obviously the Epstein of politicians, yeah.
Right.
And rich people. They're saying Diddy is like the Diddy. It's like the Epstein of celebrities. So apparently, there's going to be a lot of celebrities that are about to get like exposed now because of all this.
So
shit.
he's going to die.
He's
going the way of.
He's in jail at the moment. He's in jail.
So they're going.
He can't get bail. They won't let him out on bail. So he's in jail. But that was the same thing as Epstein, and Epstein got Epsteined.
Yeah. So he's going to get Epsteined.
He could. That's the thing. He could potentially get Epsteined. Yeah.
Or is that too on the nose if they Epstein him?
I feel like if he gets Epsteined, that's too. Then it's like, come on. Like you let it happen to one guy, and now you let it really. I think that would like be really like, oh now come on, let's like.
Yeah.
Come on. You know what I'm saying? That is very like, come on. What are we doing here, guys? Because he is on suicide watch.
Is he?
He is on suicide watch.
So they're planting the seed.
Well, if you're on suicide watch, you're literally monitored 24/7.
Wasn't Epstein on that?
I'm pretty sure he was, but
I'm not too. I don't know.
Actually, I don't know. Because the whole thing was, yeah, I think so. Yeah, Epstein was as well. So yeah, I guess suicide watch is remaining. I think yeah, it's kind
he
of
was. Yeah,
he was on it. Yeah, people are saying it's the same. Oh my god, it's the same jail as Epstein he was in.
Here. They're not even bothering to get a new fucking.
Nah. If he, nah. Yeah, it's kind of. Yeah.
He commits suicide by stabbing himself in the back with 27.
Yeah, but the thing is now, like, apparently a lot of celebrities are gonna be like fucked
in
now.
trouble.
Yeah, from because they had involvement in what Diddy was doing, but what we didn't like. What exactly he was doing? I'm not really too familiar. All I've seen on TikTok is just like funny memes, which I'll also show you because they're fucking hilarious.
Okay, dude.
But
I've literally seen.
But apparently there's people are saying now that politicians are obviously way more powerful than celebs, which is absolutely true. But apparently there was politicians involved in this as well. He had connections to a lot of politicians too. So
yeah,
there's obviously some very rich, high, powerful people who are obviously going to be involved in this too. Because apparently the whole thing was he recorded a lot of celebrities like having seggy time and stuff like that.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like obviously because politicians would have wanted a party with celebrities.
Of course.
So that's why they're going.
Well, look, let's find out what did Diddy do.
Freak offs.
We're not going to watch this whole
The
video. Let's
freak
get a
off,
few ideas.
A term that has now not only become synonymous with Sean Diddy Combs, but it is at the center of his federal sex crimes case. We're going to explain some of the major accusations and details surrounding the freak offs and what this could mean for the indicted rapper. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber.
It's a badass name for a show, Sidebar, isn't it?
Sidebar, yeah.
There is one term that has gone viral since the indictment of Sean Diddy Combs, more than anything else. You've heard it here on Sidebar. You've heard it amplified in the media. It is called a freak-off. This alleged sexual performance that is at the center of this criminal case facing the rapper and producer Sean Diddy Combs. And I'm going to go over some of the details of these freak-off sessions as laid out in the government's indictment and in their subsequent letters that they filed with the court when they argued against Combs' bail, which, by the way, was denied twice. Now, he's currently locked up.
Could you name any of these? We're going to test Barry's. We're going to test Barry's trivia right now. And we're going to see how is familiar with Barry with the trivia of the celebrities. All right, Barry, first off, who's this?
That's Diddy.
Okay. Do you know who the girl to his right is?
No idea.
That's Cassie. That was the woman who he bet the shit out of.
Okay.
Do you know who this is? This woman.
No.
That's Mary J. Blige.
Okay. Do you know all these people?
I know. Do you know who this is?
That is your man. I do know this lad. He's in all the songs, isn't he?
He is in a lot of songs. DJ Khaled.
I knew that. I was on the tip of my tongue. Yeah. It's on the tip of my tongue.
I think this is who I think. You know who that is?
Is that Pharrell?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's Pharrell. Man, that guy doesn't age, does he?
No, he looks. Yeah,
He looks great. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, I do know who this lad is.
Who? Married to Beyonce.
Dr. Dre.
Barry, like, what do you do in your spare time? Like, what the fuck?
Who is it?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, sorry.
I don't know. I guess that's
Beyonce.
That's Beyonce.
She looks like a doll there, though, doesn't she?
She does a little bit, yeah. I don't know who that is. I don't know who this is, and I don't know who's this? So who's this guy in the middle? Hoover. Okay, Nas. Okay, I know Nas. He's like a rapper. He won't be as like big as like.
I don't know any.
Who's the guy on the left then? Or yeah, who's the guy on the left?
Can I tell you how the only way I really know who P.Diddy is?
How?
Because he was in an episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
He was, yeah.
He was the gardener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jackson he's an actor. Okay, he's a shite actor. Okay, yeah. He's
Shite
also.
actor.
Did I see that movie, Get Him to the Greek?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Detention Center. Combs is facing charges of racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, transportation to engage in prostitution. We've mentioned it before, but he could be looking at 15 years to life in prison. That's how serious these charges are. But the main theme here, the main allegation, is that Combs led a criminal enterprise. And the goal of this criminal enterprise, other than to operate a global media and entertainment...
Do you know who that is?
Yeah. I know who it is now. It's Salt Bay.
Yeah.
But for a long time, I thought it was James Franco. I swear to God. I swear to God. I thought that when I first saw that, I thought that was James Franco.
So you just thought all these clips of a dude like salty steak was like, why James Franco the salty everybody's steak?
I swear to God. I swear to God. I thought that was...
Just James Franco going around the salt all these famous celebrity steaks.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Oh, man. Did you ever see the video of him in the World Cup when he's like trying to grab the World Cup off Messi?
Oh, yeah.
He's a...
entertainment business was to engage in the abuse of women, sex trafficking, forced labor, prostitution, the distribution of drugs, to use violence and threats, to commit crimes like kidnapping, arson, bribery, obstruction of justice, to carry out their goals, their missions. All the while...
That's an insane picture. But someone made a good point there. Like, you could be just a normal... have done nothing. And you got a photo, you met him one day, you didn't know he's a scumbag.
Oh, yeah, but that's the problem.
And now you're up. Like, someone made it... That's a...
Oh, yeah.
That's a...
And I'm sure as well, I'm sure there's been a lot of people that gone to his parties, and there's probably like the party, and then there's probably like the party, you know what I mean? So there's probably a lot of people that went, as well, I can't imagine every single party he's had has turned into a fucking 1,000 bottle, 700 dildo orgy machine, you know?
Yeah.
I imagine he's had some parties where nothing has happened, and people have gone to that party, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's
Who has a cup of coffee when they're getting a massage?
That's how you know you're rich.
Like, man, would you bother though? You're there to...
Wait, it's probably first thing in the... Man, would you not? If you're getting a massage party, someone offers you a cup of coffee, you tell me right now, you say no.
Yeah, this is what I'd say. Because when I'm getting a massage, I want to be relaxed. I'd say, can I just finish this coffee? And then you know what else I'd say, because I'm not an arsehole? I'd say, would you like one? I'd offer a coffee, not a massage. I wouldn't be offering a massage.
Maybe she did. Maybe he did. She seems happy.
She doesn't seem happy.
Making sure to satisfy the sexual desires of Sean Combs. And one of those desires, as alleged by the government, by prosecutors, and also alleged by several Combs accusers in separate civil lawsuits that they filed against him, were the commission of freak-offs. So with that in mind, now we're going to get into these shocking details surrounding these freak-offs. And I guess we should start with saying, what are freak-offs, right? Well, let's go to the indictment. It says, quote, Combs and other members and associates of the Combs enterprise wielded the power and prestige of Combs' role at the Combs business to intimidate, threaten, and lure female victims into Combs' orbit, often under the pretense of a romantic relationship. Combs then used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial sex workers that Combs referred to as, among other things, freak-offs. Freak-offs were elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs arranged, directed, pleasured himself during, and often electronically recorded. Now, while this indictment...
That's insane. Like, that's outrageous.
So he'd just hire a bunch of mandingos. They're just like, yeah, Jesus Christ.
You
and
wonder,
he'd just be sitting there in the corner.
Like, that's probably his way of, like...
Getting off.
Not just getting off, but getting blackmail on lads.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And he has this whole big fucking... There's this fucking conspiracy. And they're all...
Yeah.
Like, you can't... They all have dirt on each other, you know what I mean?
I can't, at the same time, when he's reading this out, I can't take it serious when he... Like, can we not just put, like, a bit of a more serious picture of P. Diddy up?
Like, that's the thing. You ever seen The Simpsons where Lisa says, "Why?" And there's a picture of Homer on, and she's like... a picture of Homer on the telly, and she's like, I knew that picture would come back to haunt him. Like, that's, like, the picture coming back to... Well, so far, there hasn't been a good photo of him.
No. I haven't seen, like,
elaborate and produced sex, and often a term that is foreign to any person that was not familiar with Sean Combs. But for me, who's been following this whole saga for, what, a year now, I have heard this term multiple times. Because in the Cassandra Ventura lawsuit, Combs' ex-girlfriend, and Rodney Little Rod Jones lawsuit, this is Combs' former producer, they discussed the freak-offs in their sexual assault lawsuits. Now, Ventura alleged, among other things, that Combs would demand her participation in freak-offs and that she would have to be forced to hire the male sex workers and that this could happen at any random moment. Jones alleged, among other things, that Combs' son Justin Combs and DJ and record producer Stevie J would engage in freak-offs. Now, to be clear, those specific allegations, those names, those details were not mentioned as part of the criminal case. I will tell you, though, that the idea of this freak-off, now that it is officially part of the criminal case, now that it's mentioned multiple times, this makes me wonder two things from a legal point of view. Number one, it is such a wild concept and a phraseology that it's hard to believe that this is something that was just made up by Combs' accusers. And when I say Combs' accusers, could that be Ventura? Yes. Could that be Jones? Yes. Perhaps the government got this information.
Oh, yeah.
This idea of the freak-offs originally from them. And by the way, when I say Combs' accusers, could be Ventura, could be Jones.
He might just start ratting LocoLads out.
The government got this idea of the freak-offs from them originally, but we don't know. To be clear, we do not know for sure. We do not know who the accusers are, the victims are in this criminal case, who the government's witnesses are. Whoever those people may be, because we don't know for sure who is cooperating with the government right now. But the bottom line is, the idea of the freak-off, there's enough there to substantiate it that the government is moving forward with this. And again, it is so wild, it's such a wild concept to come up with, that I wonder if an argument will be made that, look, jury, this has to be true. No one can honestly make something like this up. And as you'll see, it doesn't appear it was just witness testimony that corroborates the idea of the freak-offs happening, the existence of these freak-offs. But there's more, and I'll get to that. But this also leads me to a secondary point. That based upon what we are already seeing from Combs' defense counsel during bail arguments, they may not deny that these freak-offs happened, or even that Combs called them
I wonder if this court case is going to be like
public. You know what, he
would it be like live streamed like the Johnny Depp case?
But they were consensual.
I'll tell you right now, if this case is live streamed, hopefully it gets there and Diddy, like I'm hoping Diddy doesn't get Epstein, because if he gets Epstein, then everything gets swept under the rug, you know?
Well, he could make a deal as well. He could make...
Oh yeah, he could get a plea deal. Or not plea deal, but I guess if he says all guilty, he doesn't go to court, doesn't he?
No, I think they just go for the sentencing.
Yeah, so he just go guilty. Well, I guess the evidence too much. Yeah, that's true.
Unless he could fight it, and there could be a whole trial, and then I don't know how to determine if it's going to be recorded live or not. I don't know what the process is for that.
If this were like live stream, could you imagine that'd be like the most viewed case ever? That'd be crazy.
And could you imagine the build-up of who's going to get called out?
Oh, the witnesses coming up as well. Oh, it'd be fire, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It'd be so good entertainment, man. Just even looking back at the Johnny Depp and fucking Amber Heard one, that was a crap case, but it was just entertaining to watch, though. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah, everything that came out about it.
That was crazy.
Shite on beds and all, madness.
Amber Heard. Have you seen the TikToks of the p.diddy stuff though?
No.
I gotta say,
I've
look,
seen no TikToks.
yeah, you're not. I got it. I got
am
it.
on TikTok, but I don't.
Yeah, I bookmarked a couple of them. I'm trying to see now where I could show you them. I just want to hear what. I would love to be able to make TikToks like this, like slagging p.diddy, but we can't.
Why?
Here's another one here.
Oh, Jesus Christ. For real though, did you ever have sleep paralysis?
No, never had.
Oh, it is the worst.
Is it?
It's the worst.
Jesus Christ. Here's another funny one.
We should. That looks fun though.
It does actually look fun. Like that's a Cassie's Castle kind of the vibe.
Oh.
What a show that was, man. The Cassie's Castle was a vibe.
Oh, I loved it.
That's funny, wasn't it? Another one I got here. I just fucking bookmarked a lot of random shit.
Back to the corner now. Savio Vega with the goal down. Let's see what happens here. We're expecting a clean break.
Oh, man.
Oh God.
Some people are just so creative.
He's one of my favorite wrestlers. As well, you know?
Goldust.
Goldust, probably my top 5 wrestlers of all time.
I don't know if I say it anymore, man. I fucking. Here's a TikTok here. It's unrelatable, man. This you'll laugh at this one. This is unrelated.
Oreo. 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 Le. Le. Oreo. 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 Oreo.
That dude's voice is amazing.
He does a lot. Like he has a lot of. Yeah, I like this guy, man. He's very funny.
His voice.
At some point, was when look at all these fucking. I don't know. It's a lot of Oreo stuff.
67 million.
Yeah, views that one. This one is what the hell?
Oreo. 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 Le. Oreo. Oreo. Oreo.
Hearing him. And he's like, I don't know what he could be saying. His voice is great.
It does.
His voice
It's
is
got that
great.
like badass thing. I got an idea what he's fucking saying though. Like
I don't know if anyone knows what he's saying. Let us know.
man's just fucking.
A lot of work went into that because he would have had to scrape the.
He would have. That's a lot of Oreos. A lot of Oreos. I wonder why I wonder when he came up with that idea. Do you know what? If I just started like putting Oreos on a plate and it's just saying ooh.
He has such a good voice though. He could say anything.
He does. Give me your one. Go.
That's quite good.
That was actually not bad. What other kind of stuff does he do? This one's got 2 in it.
No, stop.
What the? What even was that?
But look how many fucking views it has.
He got fucking 2 million views? What the hell was that?
We need to start making videos with your dog.
I might fucking have to.
Like that.
Uno. No, Oreo.
Bro's fucking murdering Oreos now.
Uno.
I'll never be able to grasp the internet, man, of some things. I'll never be able to grasp it.
Popular? Or going
Yeah.
viral?
Yeah, I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
No,
I never
either do I.
will. I'll never get it. I just
It's because you're older.
probably.
Do you think if you were
I don't know.
Gen Z?
I know me from 18. Like, I don't think me at 18 be like going, and him drowning in Oreo.
Yeah, I don't think.
Unless it's just that fucking, I don't know. Is that like that anime market? Is that like an anime thing maybe?
Could be.
It's like an anime fucking yoke? I don't fucking know, lad. This is...
No, I don't. I would never have gotten it.
I don't get it either, man.
Nah.
That's bollocks. What was the fucking story you were telling me in the car the way, what was it about? It was about the, your missus.
Of doing the logistics.
Yeah. So Barry's, how long are you in a relationship for, Barry?
7 years.
7 years.
8 years.
8?
7 or 8 years, yeah.
And what's your missus work as?
So she's. Oh, you've really put me on it now at the moment because she has a new job, but she kind of is a recruiter for colleges. So
Yeah.
she trained as in logistics and freight forwarding. Loves logistics.
Yeah.
Which is insane. Then we moved to Saudi, where she started teaching.
A lot of people don't know that Barry lived in Saudi Arabia for like a year.
Yeah, not that long. We kind of got screwed over, but we lived over there for a little bit, and the missus got a job teaching. So then she wanted to go into the education sector when she came home, and that's what she's doing now. But she loves logistics.
Yeah,
loves them, which is crazy, really. And I didn't know anyone could love something like logistics. Like it's a weird thing to love, isn't it?
Like if someone told me the transports of goods and services would give you a hard on, I'd be questioning.
I get it's weird. I love...
What is logistics? Logistics is just the transportation of goods from one destination to another.
Getting something like from point A to point B.
That's all it is.
That's it. She was
literally
like the middleman.
Yeah.
Organized. She was organising. And she...
But your missus is like really like...
She's the world number one.
His missus is the world number one logisticer. Is that what you call them?
Logisticer?
Logisticist?
Logistic?
No, not logistic. Logisticist?
Logisticist?
Like, legit.
I could send her a voice note and ask her.
Yeah, legit. His missus is the number one logisticist because she actually went... Now, this is weird. She actually went to the World Cup of logistics.
Yeah, it's like the world skills competition.
She went to the World Cup of logistics and, like, won it.
In Russia.
In Russia. The World Cup of logistics in Russia, and she won.
Her passport's not to be trusted.
No,
like
no.
China,
Saudi Arabia. A lot of questions. China, she goes to the US. You know, a lot
Russia.
Of eyebrows be raised. But like, isn't this just funny? This before we get on there, like just like a World Cup for logistics. Like, why isn't there like a World Cup in like supermarket scanning? You know, like who can scan items the fastest? Like, why is it like logistic the only like?
Well, no, it wasn't just so it's like the world skills competition. So they'd have a sector for logistics. They had a sector for waiting, being a waiter. They had a sector.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So wait. So there was a thing where to find out who's the best waiter in the world.
Yeah, but you had to be like of a certain age, so you couldn't be over a certain age to compete in this. So I imagine there's waiters who are, you know, in their 40s and 50s who are really good at their job.
But like, how's that determined? Is it like a case where it's like you gotta like act out, like, so for example, you have like a table with like 6 people on it. You gotta go take all their orders.
I don't know.
Like how do you judge? Is it like how many plates can one man carry at the same time?
I think it was a thing of like how the table was presented, as well. Where the knife and fork and all were. And
but the waiter, that's not really waitering. Waitering should be like
Well, you have to set the table as a waiter.
Yeah, you gotta set it, but like I thought it'd be more about like the waiting skills. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, that would be taken in as well. You'd be
Yeah,
doing.
like, how many like trays can you carry at one time and like get the food to the like, or like you get the cloth and like you pull
Yeah, I was
it.
just gonna say, like, if you
They pull the cloth and the cutlery all stays on.
but you'd probably lose points for that. They probably wanted to be real ooh la la, elegant, kind of fancy. You know what I mean?
That's mad.
Yeah.
A legit
And,
waitering Olympics.
And they had like a sector for visual merchandising, so you know, like the people who like do the mannequins in the shop and all.
So there was a World Cup for who can dress a mannequin the best.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
That is,
It's insane. And then her one was logistics, and she had to do basically plan a route, and like if the driver needed like security, she had to organize that. I don't know, a load of stuff, but she loves it. So
Yeah.
I was in work the other day, and we got an email that one of our pallets was stolen, and I told the missus, and she started giving me all these theories. This mightn't come out, but I thought it was very funny. She started giving me all these theories about how it could have happened. She goes, "Oh, you want to watch out as well, because they might have stolen stuff from the other pallets from the middle, and they've disguised it to make it look like it's all there." I fucking love logistics.
so mid explaining how your package might have got nicked.
Yeah.
Your missus got so excited about how figuring out this pallet got lost that she literally got so much dopamine in her body. She just had to shout out, "I fucking love logistics."
I fucking love logistics. And do a little one of them.
She actually did the little.
Her hands were in her pockets, and she went, "I fucking love logistics."
Your missus has a raging boner for logistics.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Women get excited about many things, you know, but what really gets your missus going is logistics.
Yeah, I dress up like a.
I was about to say.
a map. I dress up as a map.
I was about to say, have you ever done logistics role play?
Yeah, it's
Have you?
No, no. It could be something to explore though. I'll come out. I'll paint my body with like a route, a real complicated route. It's like, how do you get from point A to point B, huh?
Your missus getting red hot. I get my pen and my computer.
Yeah.
Are you this fucking? I don't know. Like, yeah, I have a mission. You know, we must get this package to rush it.
Yeah.
But we've only got 24 hours, and the Grand Canal Channel is closed. How are we gonna do this?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus
But
Christ.
the catch is, we've got to be naked.
I hope she doesn't listen to this.
Oh my God, man. That is
I don't want
so
her getting
funny.
any
A lot of
ideas.
people find other things, you know what I mean, kinky. When your missus finds, you know what I mean, getting
Yeah, look,
from point A to B.
Point A
the
to B.
sexiest. That's what really
Yeah.
gets her blood going.
yeah, that's why. Look,
Yeah,
I'll
whatever.
do my best. There's not much I can work with that.
Yeah, whatever floats your boat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe it'd tend to be like an Amazon man and say, "Hey, your package got lost."
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Or a UBS, because they have the sexy.
They got
shorts.
the sexy shorts, UBS
Yeah.
lads. That's
Yeah.
God damn, man. I wish postmen wore actually like tight little shorts like the UBS boys. You know what I mean, Amazon need to start doing that. You really want to up your game, Amazon? Wear the tight shorts.
We had a postman when I was living back at home ask could he use the bathroom, and he was in there for like half an hour. yeah, he stayed in there for ages.
I think it's just on his phone or he's taking a shit.
No, he took a shit that stink of the place.
took a shit?
Yeah, he took a shit.
He left the package.
yeah.
He gave you the special
He
delivery.
let the fucking, yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, unbelievable.
And you're going on a little work trip, aren't you?
Yeah, dreading it.
What do you work as, Barry?
I work in retail. I sell fancy pots and pans.
Yeah, so Barry's job is he sells fancy pots and pans. Yeah.
Overpriced pots and pans.
Overpriced pots and pans. There you heard it first. Hopefully your
It's-
job doesn't hear that.
Yeah, jeez, yeah, we'll have to edit this bit out.
I just gotta say, someone said logistics off at Barry's house. Barry having some logistic offs going on. Okay, going back to that. What if you're having a logistic off? What would be in a logistic off party? So p.diddy obviously got the baby oils and 700 dildos. What would be in a logistic off in Barry's house? Like, how would you decorate it?
Oh, well, first of all, you'd have to have a map. I remember her old office had like a big, huge map on the wall. So instead of having dildos on the wall, there's a big map.
Just maps
Yeah.
everywhere. Just
And
a lot
I just
of
want
maps.
to point out as well, she's horrendous at geography.
Really?
She's really bad at geography. Really bad.
I thought geography would be like one of the necessary skills as a logisticer.
Yeah.
Or logisticist. Or
Logisticist.
Yeah.
Will I ask her? Will I send her a voice note and
Send her a
ask?
voicemail and say, what is a logistic person called?
Well, yeah. Will I say it like that?
So say, what do you call a logistic person?
What do you call, first of all, hi, I hope your day is going well. What do you call someone who does logistics? Aaron thinks it's what do you think it is?
Logisticer.
A logisticer. I think it's a logisticist. What are you? What are you?
Who are you?
Who are you? And if I dressed up as an Amazon driver, would you be into that? No. She might.
We might have to get you a little Amazon outfit, man. We're about to spice up your love life, Barry.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, that could.
To a whole different level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, if I had
We're about to step your game up, son. It's gonna be some wild logistic offs in your place.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we said if it was a logistic, it would just be a whole room dedicated to maps.
A whole room dedicated
and
to maps.
maybe like packages
and like routes, different routes of how would you get from point A to point B?
Yeah, and maybe like boxes and shit.
Yeah,
a lot of boxes.
Do we need
pallets?
Do we need a security detail?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, God. Oh,
kind of getting into it myself now.
Yeah. Oh, goddamn. But yeah, going back to your job. Barry. So Barry is where are you off to, Barry, in the next couple of days?
to Southampton.
So what are you going to learn in Southampton?
I'm going to learn how to use a fucking frying pan.
So they're sending you. Your job is sending you to the UK for training on how to use a frying pan.
Yeah, how to use a frying pan, how to use a stainless steel frying pan, how to use a non-stick frying pan, how they're made, basically, how to use a saucepan properly, all that.
Well,
but
I don't understand.
Just so I can show you, if you come in to the shop and you're like, oh, I want to buy something, I can be like, yeah, and I can show you and I can tell you how to use it and how it's made and all. So, really pointless, kind of.
I don't understand why.
Yeah.
They can't just do that here.
We're the only store in Ireland.
So is Southampton like the hub of like frying pans or something?
It's where their head office is, I think.
Okay.
I think.
But why can't they like send over like a video tutorial how to do it?
Oh, I've had to do them. I've had to do video tutorials. I had to do a HR tutorial. And I had to do a refresher on it as well. Yeah.
What's an HR tutorial? How like to not like inappropriately?
How not to be inappropriate, how to, respect boundaries and...
You're really good at doing that, aren't you?
Yeah, I get in trouble a lot for jokes.
Yeah.
It was actually said to me yesterday by one of my management. Like, she actually put her hands on the table when she said it to me as well. She was like, "Do not be you. Do not say anything." This is legit. You do not say anything that could come back on you. So basically, just don't be yourself.
Don't be yourself.
But I don't think they can understand me anyways.
I had that brings on. I have a friend who's black, like one of my best friends. His name's Timmy. Timmy Tape Abole was his name. No cap. Went to his wedding. Hung around from like fucking.
I remember you said.
Yeah. I showed the picture. Like known for like fucking nearly all my life. Like fucking great dude. And he got a job in Penny's, and they wouldn't let him put Timmy Tape Abole on his name badge. So they gave him a name badge that said Richard.
Fuck off.
So in Penny's, he was called Richard.
Why wouldn't they let him have his name?
I don't know.
That's insane.
They called him Richard. They just said he was Richard.
So I didn't even give him like Tim.
Not even Tim. They just called him fucking Richard.
Richard?
Yeah.
They gave him a whole new personality.
But
a whole new identity.
But that's the thing. Timmy then took on the Richard personality. So Timmy was different to Richard. So Richard Richard was single.
Oh, I hope that's not like you said you were at his wedding.
Oh, I hope that's like, it was not. No, it was before that. It was before that. Yeah, no, it was before that. It was way before that. Jesus Christ.
Sure.
Yeah. Richard was a baller, but Richard came out to play. Different accents and all, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? When Timmy was with us, man, we had Nigerian Timmy. When Richard came out, man, it was Roadman Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of a player.
Richard, we go.
My name's Richard, but you can call me Dick. Because Dick is short for Richard, isn't it? Dick is short for Richard, isn't it? Did anyone else hear that, if I just made that up? It is, look.
How is Richard Dick?
Yeah.
How is Richard... What?
Do I lie? Chat, do I lie? Never lied to them, I lie.
How is that? This makes no sense whatsoever. How is Richard How is Dick?
Rich. I don't get
How
it.
is Dick? Hey, my name's Dick. Hey, my name's Richard, but you call me Dick.
What other names are like that?
This makes no sense.
My grandfather, I always thought his name was Terry, but his real name is Edward.
Yeah, old people are weird like that, though, back in the day. I don't know what the hell. I just think they gave whatever name they felt on the day. I just still don't understand. I can't comprehend, man, how Dick is, like, short for Richard.
Yeah, is there any other names like that?
I can say, like, Derek or something.
Can we guess? Dick is short for Richard. I don't know how.
I don't get that. That makes no sense to me whatsoever.
I'm going to Google that. I'm
that?
going to Google that.
Well, everyone just said it's true, man. Don't need to Google it if everyone says it's true.
Yeah, but I want to find out why.
Why?
Why is Dick short for Richard?
Yeah. And you taking a boat or are you flying to Southampton for your little tutorial?
Flying, and I am terrified of flying. I have flown from Ireland to the States, Ireland to Saudi, everywhere. I've been loads of places. Just this year, I've developed a fear of flying. I can't stop watching 9/11 clips. I know that sounds really bad. I was watching documentaries on it. I became really fucking obsessed with it. A horrendous thing. And it really...
Wait, you're telling me you have an obsession?
No, I don't have an obsession. The whole thing was... Like, the documentary, like, there's a documentary called, I think, The Fallen... And it's horrendous, and I was looking up things like... the phone calls they were on. It's terrifying. And I forgot about it. Like, this was like at the start of the year. And then we were going to Romania, and the night before, I just had this, like, I can't go. I can't get on a fucking airplane anymore. I'm just terrified. I'm 32. I've never had a fear of flying. And it's just out of nowhere. Yeah, so that's what people are saying. Like, it's the rabbit hole. I went down the rabbit hole of it. Of just watching it. Because I remember where I was when it happened. And then I was like, no, that's not it. That's not the reason I developed this fear of flying at all. And I Googled it. Said, why have I suddenly developed this fear of flying? There's a name on it. And it literally said, like, if you're watching things like that.
So, are you, like, scared that the plane's going to get hijacked? Are you, like, going on the plane going, this fucker's going to get hijacked, like?
It's usually taking off and landing is when my...
Fear kicks in?
Yeah. And then if I think... I remember I was looking out the window when we were going to Romania and I thought there was something wrong with the wing. And I was going to say something. But Megan was like...
The phalange!
Megan was like, shut the fuck up, it's fine. And I'm going...
I just imagine Barry signing up. Everybody remain calm! I don't want to panic anybody! I'm freaking the fuck out right now! But they think the wing is falling off! And everyone just gives a shit.
Yeah.
Is there a plane doctor on here?
So it's complete. I have a friend as well, right? And he is the biggest hypochondriac you'll ever meet. He sent me a voice note a few days ago saying that he woke up sweating. He had the night sweats, and and this is serious. He is seriously a hypochondriac. He convinced himself from having the sweats at night that he had cancer. And he went and got all these tests done.
Shit.
And he is fine. Like I said he was. I said, you need to go to a therapist, not a fucking doctor. But that's like me with airplanes.
So you just got a fear. You ain't got a fear like that Bin Laden's going to fucking come creeping on you kind
That's
of job.
there.
Yeah?
That's why I always have to sit in the aisle seat in case I need that to fucking get up and fight a lad.
Yeah, I was going to say, did you ever hear it was like, Theo Von?
Yeah.
He was interviewing a guy who's like, I always wear steel cap shoes when I'm on an airplane. He's like, wow, can't see one of those terrorists. I always get up, I'll kick them.
yeah, so I have to sit, in case I need to fucking land the plane as well, I sit on the aisle seat as well, just in case. But that's... Yeah.
Just in case, like, is that to get out? Now, my thing is, I always sit on the aisle seat. My reason for sitting on the aisle seat is probably completely different to your reason for sitting on the aisle seat.
Why do you...
Well, my reason for always sitting on the aisle seat, I don't want to sit on the window. I'll always take aisle over window any day of the week.
Oh,
and the reason,
absolutely, yeah.
But my reason for it is, if that plane goes down, it's every man for himself. And I want to already have that advantage so I can get on the aisle out straight away and get the fuck out of that plane. If you're on the window seat, you got to crawl across 2 fucking people before you get out into that aisle. You know, I mean, that's precious seconds lost.
See, though, I don't think you've thought it through too much because you're not the only person. If you're in the aisle at the window seat, you can sit back, just relax for a second.
Oh yeah, let's let the water just let the water just come
assess
on
the situation.
up.
Everyone else there going to be boxing the head off each other. You know what I mean? You're there, you're relaxing, you're assessing it.
No, I'm Cobra Kai. I'm striking first. Second I see it, second I get an ounce of that plane going down, I'm fucking guy to the right of me, boom, knocked out. One person less thing fucking worry about, yeah? I'm straight up there. I'm fucking blocking it, not letting anybody get up out of their seats.
So you're down. Preventing people getting
well, I make sure I get to the safety first. After I'm out of that plane, I don't mind who gets out.
What if the wife and kid are with you? Are you leaving them behind?
No, I'll go fucking I'll go Liam Nielsen. I'll just like get the baby on my back. I'll just say wrap around my neck. Misses by one hand, dragging her, but I'm just fucking kicking my way out of there.
Why put your missus over one shoulder and your kid like that? That's how I do it.
That's pretty athletic, but I think her head will hit off the things a lot and she might get severely concussed. And the last thing you want is your missus going unconscious while you're trying to get out of a burning plane or a drowning plane.
That is true.
But that's my thing, and get straight down to the emergency exit as fast as possible. Now, if you're in that window seat, goddamn, it's just a nightmare. You know.
You know what? You're right. You've convinced me.
You know that's why you always take the get the shit out there.
I said you didn't think it through. I actually didn't think it through.
Now, if you're sitting on the emergency exits, if you're on the emergency exit seat,
you're fine.
Is that, then you're grand.
You're
then
fine.
No, anywhere. That's G. Do you know what I love though? I love fucking if you're sitting on the emergency exit, the airline will come up to you or the hostess come up to you before takeoff and go, just can I ask you guys a question? In an event of an emergency, will you guys please assist at opening the doors and assisting pretty much getting everyone off this plane because you're the one in control of those doors. And you have to give them a verbal yes so they know that you've like complied, that you will cooperate. Because you are the leader. You're in charge. You are in charge. Like everyone's life is in your hands. You're by that emergency door because you are the one who must pull that door and open it and release everyone to safety.
I won't let anyone out unless they said please.
And that's a big responsibility right there. Like I'm on a plane to relax. I don't want that type of responsibility on my hands, Barry. That 200 plus people's lives are in my fucking hands. It is power. It feels good. Power. It feels good.
I'd be like closing over like let's say please.
I'll be like wait. It's like. I'll open this when it's time. Like water up to here. It's like wait for it.
And then you'll be like, it's too late.
Well, then you open it's like a water slide of fucking class.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
saying. I still don't want that to ever happen to me though.
Oh no.
Do you clap when the plane lands?
No. Because the pilot just did his fucking job.
No, hang on. The pilot is either getting a fucking
a test tube, a flying test tube,
metallic test tube, fucked across the ocean.
That's true.
Landed it. With everyone alive. I heard some cunt, and I said this, I apologise. I heard someone going, I got hot with him. He said, it's just like a bus driver. Excuse me? I can drive a bus. Or I could at least, manage something at.
I hear you.
You know what I mean? This lad is either flying something that has no right to fly across the sky. Isn't that? And you compare him to a bus driver. No offense to bus drivers, you have a fucking tough job as well. But it's not flying a plane.
I'll give you. It's a plane harder to drive a bus, yes. But at the same time, you got to realize now the pilot isn't on 10 to 2 flying a plane like this for 10 hours straight. All the pilot literally does is taking it up off the air. He's bringing it in and landing it. That 90% of everything else is all computerized.
Could you land a plane?
I'm sure if I had training, like, you can do that. You can go get, like, pilot training. I'm sure you can learn how to do it. Now, obviously, taking a Boeing 747, whatever it's called, is going to be harder than taking a little 2-seater fucking plane down. But, like...
I don't think you can do it.
Well, it's going to be tough. There's a lot of things you got to take into account, like fucking wind and make sure you don't crash another plane in the fucking air. But, like... It's not like this pilot. This pilot isn't literally like just fucking the whole time, like steering the fucking plane.
With turbulence, he does.
Turbulence is like, it's still computerizized because it's software. If the plane tilts, the software restabilizes the plane. That isn't the pilot manually adjusting it. Now, they can go in manual mode, but everything's autopilot. So if the plane starts rocking like that, the computer will stabilize the plane and put it back into the same thing.
Would you fly in a plane if there was no pilot? Like, say it was all AI. Would you fly in that? Because I would not.
Oh, an AI-generated plane.
Would you do that?
Oh.
I'll barely get into a plane now. I
think I would. I'd actually probably feel safer in a plane rather than, like, a bus that's AI-generated, like, alright.
What?
Because a bus is so much account for, but I think a plane is pretty easy. It's like up, down. I think it's easier.
You are
Now, the only problem
oversimplifying flying.
No, and the only problem is if somehow because obviously it's got to stay in contact with like air traffic control, because obviously it's got to be able to communicate and like radar where all the other planes are, or if there's a problem on the runway, it's got to know, okay, I can't land there because there's some sort of fucking issues going on with the runway. Like it's got to know it has to circle around. So obviously if it loses contact with that, then you're floating around the air. But then again, if it loses contact, the fucking well, I don't know, man. There'd be computations going on. I probably feel more like at least the AI is not gonna have a bad day and I'm just gonna crash into a mountain, you know?
That is something that story fucked me up.
Yeah.
That I can't deal with that. So when we land, I started doing it as a joke to Night Megan. I started clapping. But now I do.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do it beside when I'm going with my work colleague.
At least you know as well with AI, if there's a terrorist attack, the AI is not gonna care.
But they're not allowed to open. Pilots aren't allowed to open that door now.
Well, they can, but I think they can. Like, if they obviously have to go to the toilet, they can. But like, someone's got to be inside. It's got to be locked at all times now.
Yeah.
But I think at the same time, like, I wonder what the protocol is now.
Like if there's a terrorist attack.
If there's a terrorist like knock on the door, going like, I'm gonna kill somebody.
They don't open this door.
They don't.
They don't open it.
They just let everyone get annihilated.
Rather better than having a fucking another plane flying into a building.
Well, that's true. Is that actually true?
Yeah, I'm fairly sure that they're not allowed to. They see that happening, they're just like no.
So the pilot just says, "Fuck that shit."
Yeah.
Wow. God damn.
Yeah. You're probably better off though.
Well, at least he gets the plane down safe, but everyone gets brutally murdered on the plane.
Yeah. Well, how many terrorists are on the plane? Because people will revolt.
Well, that's what you would have
That's what happened. 9/11. People fought back. In fairness to them.
Do you know what the thing is about there's got to go on conspiracy theories now. We're gonna go down a little conspiracy theory thing with the 9/11 thing. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Someone in the chat might correct me if I'm wrong. But like 9/11, they didn't like have guns. They weren't like on the plane with guns. You know, the terrorists. They
box cutters, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were with like box cutters. Like, and I don't understand how like
they did not have a bomb though.
No, there's no bomb. They didn't have bombs.
All right.
Unless they had like dummy ones, but they didn't. They didn't
have, like, wasn't security like really lax before that?
Not really. It was the same as always. Like you wouldn't got a gun.
I don't think it was. I think it was really lax.
Yeah, they had box cutters.
Yeah.
Yeah, they only had box cutters. So like, how the fuck like? I don't understand like how you could take over a whole plane. Like how many of them would you say there was? Like maybe I don't know how many are on a plane. Like let's say there were 6 per plane.
Yeah.
6 lads with box cutters. Like against like they still got like 200 odd people. You know what I mean? I don't know.
So it's a fucked up. But I think I could be very wrong with this, but I think security before that was fine. What are they saying?
And people weren't used to that kind of stuff. Like there wasn't one person who knew jiu-jitsu. I don't know, man. Like I just feel like there was like fucking. I know anyway. If that was me, you just say I don't know. Like some lads are gonna take a fucking stabbing, you know what I mean? But if like 3 lads jump on one dude, like you're gonna overpower him. He's got a box cutter. One guy's gonna get slashed, but then that's like.
Yeah, it's a.
I don't know. That's what I mean. It's kind of fucking weird, isn't it?
Yeah, but I have to stop that because I did promise the girl I'm going to Southampton with that I would stop watching the videos and I'd stop all that because I'm trying to not be freaking out when I get on the plane.
So you're just gonna be freaking out nonstop.
No, I'm going to try. I was thinking of going to the doctors and getting.
No, mate. For a flight to Southampton, it's like 40 minutes, man. I don't
understand.
Get a
sleeping tablet.
Mate, I don't understand if you're on the plane for like 10 hours. Like, okay, yeah, fair enough. But if you're on the plane for 40 fucking minutes, Barry, just don't be a bitch. It literally takes off, flies for 10 minutes, and then you're down.
That's a really harsh way of putting it to me.
But that's literally how it is.
I'm going again. I'm doing something that I am petrified of doing.
What? Learning about pants?
Going flying, fucking onto a plane and being fucked across the sea.
You'd be grand.
You don't know that.
You'd be grand. What other conspiracy theories do you like, Ashley?
Like Bigfoot.
You like Bigfoot?
Yeah. I don't think he's a...
You don't think Bigfoot's real?
I think he might have been knocking about, but if he was, he's dead.
So what do you think it was? It was like a Yeti, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What the hell is a Yeti? Was this like a Yeti's just like a...
Yeah, he's like the... Yeah, it's Yeti.
Yeah, like a half man, half...
Yeah, he's what you call Bigfoot.
What, like a half man, half bear, was it?
Don't know. They never seen one. It was just folklore, wasn't it? So
folklore is a Yeti? So it's like the same as like the Gruffalo?
Yeah. Well, I don't believe in a Gruffalo.
Well, Gruffalo's is... Yeah. That's what I mean. It's like, if you haven't really seen it, then it's not fucking real, is it?
No.
So some lads have said, I don't know.
I think a lot of those things, cryptids, I think is what they're called.
Fuck are cryptids?
Cryptids, like...
Is that the thing to put in your washing machine?
No. I think like big. I think that's what you call it. Bigfoot, El Chupacabra.
Chupacabra. That was saying that at the sheep in like Mexico, wasn't it?
They're all. I think that's what they're called. I think they're all like cryptids. Am I right in saying that? So
like the Crips, like as in like L.A.
No, not like the. Maybe that's where the Crips got their name from.
The Crips.
The Cryptides. After Bigfoot.
So you tell me the Crips in L.A., the notorious gang, are named after Bigfoot.
We don't know. We don't know how they did.
Maybe that's the conspiracy.
That's the real conspiracy.
Maybe the Crips are hiding Bigfoot.
Maybe
like they're his like little minions.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Very possible.
Possibly.
What would you do if you were walking out in Glendalough and you saw Bigfoot in Ireland?
It's fucking, I don't know. Just take a picture. What are you gonna do? Gonna go up there and start drop kicking it? Feed it?
I don't know.
It's just a fucking thing. It's not bothering me. It's not bothering it.
Yeah, but you'd want to try and capture it.
This thing's more scary than Bigfoot.
There's things more scarier than Bigfoot?
Yeah.
Like what?
A fucking python, like 20-foot python, and like a 30-foot alligator. A venomous spider.
How are you afraid of snakes? How are you afraid of snakes?
Mate, Australia to me is one of the most scariest places. I will never, ever, unless I'm paid to go there or I'm flying over for free, I will never go to Australia unless there's an actual need for it.
Ah, pal.
Never.
That's ridiculous.
Unless like Hallie when she's older for some reason moves across, or like I will never go to Australia.
She might do.
Well, I personally would never go to Australia.
I think I'd love to go to Australia.
No, because Australia to me is just the land of everything that will kill you, and like it just has too many things there.
If there was a boat I could take to Australia, I would.
Well, you can because there was.
Yeah, but do they do it now? I don't think they do it now.
Maybe
there's a cruise. Maybe you can get a cruise.
You can get a cruise, but yeah, there was boats because that's what Australia was back in the day. It was where like the English.
It was a jail.
A jail for English people to send people over there.
Need a lesson on leprechauns.
So you could take a boat. I don't know how long it would take. Might be on the boat for a while.
Yeah.
Obviously, boat technology's improved. Probably get there a lot quicker, you know.
I would rather take a boat over than a plane.
A plane would be pretty long. Well, obviously you would. I'd rather take a plane personally because I get there in 12 hours, or you might get.
It won't be 12 hours. It'll be like 24 hours.
Well, you might get there in 12 weeks.
Yeah, but if I'm on a cruise and I enjoy it,
but yeah, no, never go to Australia. Like every spider I'd see, I'd be just like, would that kill you? Would that kill me? Would that kill me? There's too much small things there that can kill you. You wouldn't know. And I'm not like nature savvy enough to go, oh, that's just a little tiny spider where if that bites you, don't worry, the venom won't seep into your veins. You know what I mean?
Did I ever tell you how my ma got bit by a spider?
Your ma got bit by a spider?
My ma got bit by a spider this year. Was it this year? She was...
Is this in Ireland?
This is in Ireland. She was in and she felt like this pinch on her leg and she went like that, boom. But when she did it, like the spider was in the middle of like crawling into her, into her leg.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So he tried to enter her?
Yeah, she bit it and tried to get into her. She hit it, killed it, but 2 legs went into her leg, and she had to go to the hospital and they were like trying to pull it out and all.
Yeah.
And they ended up getting out. They had to send it to Trinity College, who have the department there where they can like arachnid. Is that what they call spiders? And they had to test it all out, and they tested it to find out what kind of spider it was. A brown recluse. Google it there.
What is it?
A brown recluse spider. I'll show you the X-ray.
Brown.
I'll show you the X-ray.
Recluse spider. Oh shit!
Look at that. That bit my mother.
Oh, I can't really read what it says here. How harmful are these symptoms of... Oh, shit.
Yeah.
This was in Ireland?
This was in Kildare, Ireland.
So they're not that big. They're only about like the size of your... Well, judging by that thumb now. It's only like the size of like your thumb.
I'll show you now.
Oh yeah, look at this bad boy. Look at that.
Yeah. Let me see if I have this.
And see, this is what I mean, man. This is exactly the reason why I would not go to Australia. Like yeah, there's too many of these little fuckers around the place.
It is fair enough. It is fair enough not to go.
And they come in all different shapes and sizes. And it's always the smallest ones that are the ones that will freaking kill you, too. Yeah? And then there's stories about people who'll be going for shits.
And it crawls up the toilet.
A fucking snake will come and just bite your testicles, you know?
Happened to me when I was in Saudi.
What did?
Oh, well, it wasn't a spider. I was sitting on the jacks. I've never seen one before, but a huge cockroach came and Good thing I was on the jacks because I fucking shat myself. What the fuck is this?
But was your jacks in Saudi Arabia literally just a hole?
No, we had a toilet. I had a proper toilet with a hose. Had a hose because they use hoses over there instead of toilet roll. Like a bidet. Not a bidet, but like the same method. Like it's water cleaning your arse rather than tissue. Much healthier, really, when you think about it.
Well, so I'm trying to visualize. Okay, so you got a bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay. You have a toilet,
Yeah.
and then beside that toilet is just like a hole in the ground.
No, it's not a hole. It's like proper jacks. A proper toilet that you're sitting your arse on.
Okay, and then there's like a hose connected to that toilet.
And then like you have the hose here, yeah.
And
So,
then
yeah,
are you supposed to just hose your arse down and it goes back in
Well,
the
I
toilet?
went between the legs.
So you're still sitting on the toilet.
Yeah, I would because if you stood up, you'd spray everywhere.
That's what I was getting confused on. I thought you were just like standing up and just like free washing your ass like that.
No, not
And that's why I was like wondering. I was like, where's all this pooey water going?
No, like and you could adjust the pressure on it. I swear, the first time I used it, I could feel it at the back of my teeth.
Really?
That's how fucking yeah.
It was like going right up there, wasn't it?
Yeah, so you get the and then you
I gotta say, that actually sounds like a good idea. So you're just like sitting there, you grab it, and you just like stick it under you, and you just give it a good blow, and you just let nature do its work.
let nature take over, baby.
But then you got a wet arse.
They have toilet roll as well.
So
when in Rome,
so
you know what I mean?
they got toilet roll.
When in Riyadh, yeah.
So the hose is kind of redundant because you can just use the toilet roll.
Or the toilet roll is kind of listen. Look at like.
But the toilet roll is not redundant because the toilet roll is needed to like because if you pull up your jacks, your arse is gonna be soaking.
If you accidentally got like dog shit on your hand or something, you'd wet it, you'd clean it. You know, if you got poo anywhere, you'd clean it with water. You wouldn't just go at it with a tissue, wouldn't you? Know? Like if you just went at it with so like the whole wants the same treatment.
But I mean, it's still gotta get dried afterwards.
Yeah, so you can dab it dry with a fucking sock or something. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be tissue, whatever it is.
Well, it should be tissue. You're not gonna do it. You're gonna wipe your ass with a towel, you know.
No, but yeah, a bit of tissue. But you're also saving toilet roll then as well. You know what I mean? You're not wasting a load of Jack's roll. You're saving money. You know what I mean? Ask the chat there. What do they prefer? Would they prefer to wipe their arse with tissue or with
apparently Japanese toilets they wash it, but then they also have like a drying thing. So imagine like you're just sitting on a toilet, you press like a button that goes like wash, it washes, and then it's like press a button and you get like a nice breeze of warm air coming up your crack.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That sounds delicious.
That does sound.
The Japanese are always one step ahead. They're always one step ahead.
We could do that here. You just get your missus's hairdryer
and just sellotape it to the upside down of the toilet. You just have like a switch.
Yeah, and just fucking point your hole up to it and
maybe onto something. That could be a business idea. We patent that bad boy.
Yeah.
What were we saying about Saudi Arabia though? Before that, you were saying before we start going on about the toilet.
What did I say about Saudi Arabia?
Oh, the cockroach.
Oh yeah, big, and we would get an infestation of ants. A lot of ants would come into the. We lived in like a complex.
Yeah.
Or a compound, I should say.
Yeah.
And it would have a guard at the entrance to it, so you couldn't just go in and out. We were always getting stopped. It was very annoying because it was the same guard all the time. He knew us.
Yeah.
He knew what we looked like. So we'd have to go in. We'd have to go by him. Sometimes you'd have to have ID, which is very annoying. And so woke up one day and there was like ants everywhere. Had to get the place fumigated.
Fuck.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Fumigated. When I hear fumigation, I get that scene from E.T. You know, where the tent is literally just covering the whole house.
I think Breaking Bad.
Oh, Breaking Bad also. Yeah, I just think of E.T. and that little tiny alien dude just running around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah.
You think? Yeah.
Now, of course, it's ignorant and arrogant to think we're the only thing in this universe. If you went out, this is the equivalent of how much we know of the universe.
Okay.
You get an empty glass. You get this.
That's a coffee mug.
You get a coffee mug. Don't be pedantic. And you go out to the beach in Bray and you fill it up with water. And that's like all we know of the universe so far.
Yeah.
That's it. And the rest is totally unexplored. So there has to be something else out there.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it'd be stupid. Do you think though there's like fucking aliens like you'd see in like Rick and Morty, or do you just think it's like little tiny bugs running around the place?
It's tough.
Like, do you think somewhere in a galaxy far, far, far away, there's like Darth Vader motherfuckers running around, or like octopus men, or shit like that, you know?
Well, it could be. Yeah, if the universe is never ending, then everything is possible, isn't it? Like, there's a different version of you out there as well.
Oh, that's kind of creepy. Think about it.
When you think about like the parallel universes, like,
yeah,
there's so many different versions of you and I.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Like, there could be like one where everything's the same, but instead of you sitting there, you're sitting here, and I'm sitting there.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Mad, isn't it? When you think
it's
about
trippy. I can't think about it too much, because you almost like when you think about it too much,
it's beyond comprehension. There.
Yeah.
Do you believe aliens have ever visited Earth?
No.
So you won't believe that they built the pyramids?
No, I don't.
Thank you. I don't believe that either.
I don't. Well, I don't. I think that's one theory that aliens built the pyramid. I think a lot of people say it was an ancient civilization with technology which we don't possess. As we are in, I think they say our civilization's like technological base, but the ancient civilization was more, I think the word for it, but better, more advanced in like building equipment than what we have. Now, to me, I can't comprehend that, because
I don't believe that.
I don't believe it either. Because if it was, there'd surely be like evidence of it at this stage. Like, we got dinosaur bones, and dinosaurs were way before anything else, you know? Millions and millions of years ago.
I will say this about it, though.
Yeah.
The stuff they made was a lot prettier than what we make.
They just made a fucking pyramid.
No, do you ever see all the cathedrals and all the, not the Egyptians built the cathedrals in France, right? But like, back then, like, they didn't have the technology we have, but they built beautiful stuff.
Oh, you talk about like the Sistine Chapel and all that kind of jazz, yeah? Like back in like the Renaissance stuff?
Yeah.
It was pretty badass. And you think
lovely.
about the tools, they didn't really have to do it either, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but they had...
It wasn't like they had like big ass fucking cranes and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, things would take 800 years to build and finish and all that.
Yeah.
We're building stuff in, less
Well,
than 800 years.
Well, it took the Port Tunnel in Dublin about fucking 800 years.
That's because it's being built by fucking Irish lads.
Man, the Irish are the fucking worst at building.
Unreal.
We're so bad. We're the worst country in the fucking world.
It's insane, isn't it?
We're the most corrupt country. Like, you think fucking Colombia, Argentina, or Cuba are corrupt? You haven't felt that till you come to Ireland. You know what I mean? We are run by gangsters.
Yeah.
Gangsters. Like that.
We ain't doing a thing to stop it.
No. And that's... So you know about the fucking... The 350,000 euro bike shed?
Unreal.
They built...
Sure, get that up there.
And no one knows who built it.
No one knows.
No one knows who built it.
Get that up there and show.
I was only showing. I was only showing my stream here the other day. Was it bike shed? I was only showing my stream and telling them the story about this the other day. And
hang on, that's the spider leg that was in the mother.
Jesus Christ.
That was in the mother, yeah.
So it's like that's like a good.
I don't know.
2 inches. Isn't it?
2 inches is huge as well, by the way.
That's what she said.
And this is the X-ray. That's it in her leg. Mad, isn't it?
That's fucking weird. See, this is the 3,000.
The aliens built the bike shed.
I fucking have to. A bike shed that costs nearly a third of $1 million to build, and that's literally it. There. This is a bike. I think it only holds like 18 bikes or something, doesn't it?
Insane, isn't it?
It's not even like a bike shed that holds like 100 or 1,000 bikes. It's literally a bike shed that holds like a fucking It's a bike rack.
Well, did you ever hear the story of when they built a sweet shop in where they're all congregate, wherever they're off? Yeah. They built a sweet shop. I don't think it was a doll. It was somewhere though. But the government made a sweet shop, made a glass underneath a window, so all the sweets they had in it melted.
Stop.
Yeah, and then they had to get rid of it because it was so inconvenient.
Yeah, but like the funny thing about this is only like a month ago, and they haven't announced, or they can't figure out who signed off to agree to pay this amount for this little bike shed. No one knows, or no one wants to tell.
Oh, they know.
They know. They know. They're all saying no, we don't know. Though.
And did you see your man Michael Martin getting tick out of a reporter for asking him? It's outrageous.
But like the fact that happens, and then they have a photocopier, like it's like a 2 million photocopier they bought, and it doesn't even fit in the room or something like that.
Hey, it's like faulty towers.
Oh man, we're run by fucking cowboys in here, man.
It's unbelievable.
Like how did this can't find out a signature of who fucking signed off on a bike rack?
Just
for 350,000 though, man. Jesus Christ. Like, you pay the same amount for, like, a house to be built. Less.
Why would they do that?
What?
Why would they get a bike rack?
I understand why they get a bike rack. I don't understand why they pay 350k to fucking build a bike rack.
But do you think any of them are actually cycling to work?
Oh, maybe like 2.
Yeah.
I legit think about 2 people probably cycle to work there to the doll.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way it was needed.
Yeah. By the way, any of the American viewers out there, or any of the UK viewers, the doll is the equivalent to the Parliament in the UK and the equivalent to Congress in the America. That's what the doll in Ireland is the equivalent of. If anybody's getting confused, it's Parliament in the UK and Congress in America. It's pretty much exactly what is the equivalent of. If you guys are wondering.
Do you remember when we had a snowstorm in Ireland before, and the country just went mad? People were looting. Remember that? People looted the Lidl.
Yeah, man.
And they burnt it down.
Oh yeah.
They burnt down a shopping centre.
So Ireland had a really bad stage where snow, and you got to remember it doesn't snow often in Ireland. So when it snows here, the country just shuts down because we don't have the infrastructure.
We ran out of salt for the roads.
We literally ran out of salt. Like and this is the same amount of snow where if this happened in America, you'd be like,
it's fine.
It's a little bit of snow. It snowed in Ireland, and Ireland panicked so bad because of the snow that we resorted to looting and violence and ended up burning a fucking supermarket to the ground. Because we panicked so much and looted so much, they burnt the fucking supermarket.
They went down, they burned it down.
And why they burned it in the first place, I don't know. Like, they just ended up burning. We just panicked. I think everyone just got panicked.
But I don't know why the shops weren't closing.
Yeah, the shops weren't even closing. It wasn't like a national emergency was announced where, like, ladies and gentlemen, everybody please stay indoors. Do not leave your houses. There was 2 inches of snow outside. Literally, you could still drive.
See, Craig Wilson said they set it on fire to melt the snow.
Like they could have. I mean, it was up in Ballyfermot.
I don't think they would have thought of that, though.
Ballyfermot is a different breed of people up there altogether. But yeah, they just, I think the country just went in a tick of panic. It's almost like any time COVID or something like that got announced, everyone just started going in and buying the toilet paper.
I just want to point something out about COVID.
What?
I predicted it.
You predict? Oh, how did you predict COVID?
COVID.
How did you predict COVID?
Yeah, I predicted COVID.
So are you like the Notre Damus?
Yeah, and I was in the mother-in-law's house with her and Megan. I was really sick a few months before, probably with COVID, and I said it was like there was just droplets of COVID in the news. It wasn't big yet, and I said this is going to take over the world, and they laughed at me. And that's Megan will admit this, and then next month game over.
Really?
Yeah.
I say Megan was loving COVID of the logistic problem solving she had to get through.
She kept Lidl in Jack's Roll.
she was in charge of the Jack Roll supply, which Ireland so therefore needs, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she was in the thick of it.
Someone said Notre Dumbass.
Can we block him?
Block him, drum boy.
Yeah, block him.
Yeah, we might think, God damn it. Well, I won't because I think that was pretty. I think personally that was a pretty funny thing.
That was. It was funny.
It was pretty funny.
If he said it about you. But he said it about me.
Well, it was not your dumbass, you know.
Hey, how was it not your dumbass if I was right?
Well, you're not really right, man.
I was right.
Not right. But yeah. But I think our politics are bad. You watching any of the US shit? Because the US right now is going through the best stage where we have it's coming up to election time in the US, and it's just the best thing ever. It's just the funniest. It's just US politics, all right, has to become for all you Americans out there. Now, I'm sure some of you Americans probably understand it because you got dumb Americans and then you got the normal Americans, all right? And I'm sure there's a lot of normal Americans in here. To us on the outside, American politics is a sitcom show.
It is crazy.
Of how batshit crazy and hilarious at the same time it is. And it's just absolutely amazing to watch. It is. It's just absolutely brilliant.
I think it's crazy how some people in Ireland, how passionate they get about politics for a different country.
Oh, it's crazy.
And they probably don't even vote in our elections.
No.
But I hate when it's brought up in work. I kind of slither to the back.
Why? Is it brought up in your work a lot?
It gets brought up a bit, and some people are would be more right-leaning in work than...
Oh, they're more right in work?
Some of
no,
them
I would
are.
have said a lot more people in your work would have been left because you work with a lot of, you work with a lot of women.
Yeah.
I would have said that...
women can be right-leaning.
Well, no, don't get me wrong, yeah, but I would have said, like, a lot of Irish women, I imagine, would be very left, not everyone right, you know?
Yeah. I would... Well, the younger... it's like kind of a mix, in fairness, would be more... Yeah, it'd be more of a mix.
I know when I was working, when the first Trump election was going on, when he was running against Clinton, when I was in work, everybody was, like, cheering on Clinton.
Yeah.
Like, everybody.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy. Like, you know what I mean?
I
think I was the only one cheering on Trump because I thought it'd be hilarious.
Yeah, no one...
I was like, this could be banter.
No one appreciates how... Well, they do it now, how funny he is. Probably unintentionally. Not a reason to vote for him, but he's very, very funny.
I think Trump is just absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, he's
I think he is
ridiculously funny.
He is such a character.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And you just gotta appreciate that from the side thing. You know what I mean. He's how much of a character Trump is.
The stuff with him and Kim Jong-un was hilarious. The memes of when you and your friend are returning to class. And it shows them walking down the hallway together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was insane. A crazy time in the world. All that. And him and Biden, that debate they had. And I watched the debate from before, like, I don't know, I think it might have been Kennedy and Nixon. And like, they were so respectful to each other. Yeah. We disagree with each other, but he's a good guy, and that kind of stuff. These lads are
they just hate each other.
They were ripping shreds out of each other.
But that's what it's become now. It's not really big. I was only saying this in chat the other day. American politics is no longer become what party can make the country better. It's now don't vote for Democrats because Democrats are trying to kill your family, and it's like don't vote for Republicans because they just want this, and it's like don't vote for them because of X, don't vote for them because of that. You know, I mean, it's literally just doing stuff to piss off the other party when they get in. So, like, for example, if Democrats are in party, they start bringing in policies which just piss off Republicans.
Yeah. And
Republicans come in, they just bring in policies that piss off the Democrats.
It's all about creating the divide.
But that's all it is. No one is like doing it. It's like they're not doing stuff for the better of the country. They're doing stuff that's like, hey, we want to do this to piss off the other person. That's literally what it's like now, you know what I mean? But the campaign ads are the funniest. Have you seen any of the campaign ads?
I haven't.
Oh my God. See, I watch the NFL every Sunday, and we watch it on like American channel. So all the ads are Americans, and every once
Can we get one up?
Oh yeah, I'll show you them. But every once in a while, man, they bring up the campaign ads, and they're so funny. It's like, Kamala Harris is trying to kill your family. She wants open border because she doesn't care. Yeah. This message, and then it's like, this message is approved by Donald Trump.
So it's basically a smear campaign against the other kind of...
Oh, that's all it is, man. It's so funny. Let me try to find some, man. The campaign ads are just, like, I'll be watching, I was like, they're the type of ads you see. If you watch them on like a TV show, you'd be like, like, you don't nearly think they're fake. Like.
Is it something like that you'd see or you'd hear on GTA radio?
Yes. Trying to see if I can find some here. I'm trying. I don't know. I mean, where's my earphones? I think there's a few here, but they're so funny. Like, they're just brilliant, man. I'll be watching them, and there's one or two that have caught me off guard, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, is that real?
This is real.
Yeah. Like, I'll be like asking Sean, I was like, Sean, that just literally just play on the TV there a second ago. I'm like, is this real? I don't know.
In 2016, Donald Trump said he would choose only the best people to work in his White House. Now those people have a warning for America. Trump is not fit to be president again. Here's his vice president.
Anyone who puts himself over the Constitution should never be president of the United States. It should come as no surprise that I will not be endorsing Donald Trump this year.
His defense secretary.
Do you think Trump can be trusted with the nation's secrets ever again?
No. I mean, it's just irresponsible action that places our service members at risk, places our nation's security at risk.
His national security advisor.
Donald Trump will cause a lot of damage. The only thing he cares about is Donald Trump.
And the nation's highest-ranking military officer.
We don't take an oath to a king or a queen or to a tyrant or a dictator. And we don't take an oath to a wannabe dictator.
Take it from the people who knew him best. Donald Trump is a danger to our troops and our democracy. We can't let him lead our country again.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Fucking hell, that is crazy, isn't it?
I haven't seen that one before. I'm trying to find them, man.
In 2016, Donald Trump said...
I just love the end. It's like, I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message. And Donald Trump was the same. It's like, I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
That's insane.
Maybe I can find them here on 2024.
Someone says I'll trade Trump for the dumb as fuck Canadian PM.
Here's one.
Oh, that Justin.
Oh, here we go. Here's the 2020. So we got the Kamala Harris ones and we got the Donald Trump ones here. All right, so we'll watch the Kamala Harris ones.
This
first.
is the Jim Heath channel playlist of 2024 campaign ads.
I can't believe we're having this conversation again.
Is that Sam Elliott?
It is, isn't it?
Candidates are. You know what's at stake. One candidate promises a divided America.
Now, before we watch this, here's the funny thing, which kind of ties into P. Diddy. All right, this is going down a conspiracy rabbit hole right now. All right, so, P. Diddy's house was actually raided like a couple of months ago, right? And it's only after a couple of months they've done like more digging, investigation, and more evidence, and then he's finally got prosecuted. But they're saying that all the tapes that got found are all like, that is all rumors. Nothing's been like 100% confirmed. It's like all these celebrities who have been caught on tape like having sex at these P. Diddy parties, and now they all have these tapes, and now the Democrats are blackmailing celebrities to say, "Hey, we got these tapes of you. Come out and approve Kamala Harris, or we're gonna show these tapes."
Did you come up with that conspiracy? Or is
No,
that like that's a real thing?
no. I've read it. It's like as I said, this is all like TikTok conspiracy, right? Like Twitter conspiracy, and that's why you see like this. There's like so many celebrities coming out, like Ben Stiller, all these like celebrities doing like these Skype calls, and so many celebrities coming out going, "Hey, yeah, vote for Kamala Harris 2024." And it's because people are saying the only reason they're coming out now is because they're being blackmailed to do so.
Wow, that's a hell of a fucking conspiracy.
Yeah, but it is. But it's all linked to like the P. Diddy shit. Yeah,
I need a swear jar. I keep cursing.
We do need a swear jar anyway.
America filled with lies and hate. And one stands for change. Kamala Harris has more courage, more honor, more guts than this guy ever had. So you decide, are we really going back down that same fucking broken road, or are we moving forward towards hope, towards freedom, towards change?
We know a strong middle class has always been critical to America's success.
There's promise that lies in change, and the time for change is now. So what the hell are you waiting for? Because if it's the woman thing, it's time to get over that. It's time for hope, for change. It's time to be a man and vote for a woman.
The Lincoln Project.
Be sure to subscribe to the Jim Heath channel for all the new campaigns.
These aren't the ones that be on ads. The ones on the TVs are in like 10 seconds.
The minute I saw him curse, I thought, that's not legit.
So this is the Trump one, okay?
2024
Did the same channel
campaign
make
Kamala Harris?
I don't know. I don't think the same channel made it, but
Jim
it's like
Heath
they're on the
channel
same YouTube
playlist
channel.
of 2024 campaign ads.
Kamala Harris is killing the American dream.
Kamala Harris claims to support the middle class, but across the board, the middle class suffers under
It's like a wrestling.
That's it. It is. It's a wrestling promo.
Yeah.
It's literally like wrestling. It's like they're just shit talking each other.
This is a pro wrestling.
Can I just say something? You probably won't see it in Donald Trump's in fairness either, but like none of them are telling what we're gonna do to make it better. Yeah. They're all saying, don't vote for him because he'll do X, Y, and Z. Don't vote for her because she'll do X, Y, and Z.
Just Mark is all done with AI, yeah.
Kamala Harris's radical policies and agendas: gasoline, electricity, airfare, groceries, housing, car insurance, and even school lunch costs.
It's more like cynical, this one is, isn't it?
Starting on day one, we will defeat inflation quickly.
Then you got the Donald Trump, the music pumping now. It's kind of exciting.
We're getting real American. I will cut your energy costs in half. We will make America the dominant energy producer in the world by far. We will create the biggest, greatest, and strongest middle class in the history of our country. In short, it will be a national economic renaissance. It's time for the working man and woman to finally catch a break. We are going to bring back the American dream bigger, better, and stronger than ever before.
Let me ask you this.
That got me more pumped. I'm not going to lie.
Got you more pumped up?
That got me more pumped up.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think if Trump gets in, he'd try to pull the companies that are in Ireland on these really low tax brackets out?
No.
Not think so?
No. They were there beforehand.
Yeah, but it's the whole thing not trying to get American companies back and producing American jobs and all.
They're still making American jobs. They're still employing people over there.
Let me ask you another question. Do you think we're going to see any of that 13 billion?
I was only saying that in the chat as well. So, I think I explained it in the chat a while ago as well. So, Ireland have really low, just to kind of give you a background what Barry was talking about there. Ireland have really low corporation tax. Our corporation tax is only 12.5% here in Ireland, right? So it's considered low. It's one of the lowest in the world. And pretty much all big multinational companies will set up in Ireland. And they use Ireland as like their parent company. And they'll pretty much like put all their money in the Ireland companies so they can then get the lowest tax bracket possible, et cetera, et cetera. So we have Apple, Facebook, Dell, Intel. We have all these big multinational countries here. Yeah, so much big companies here, chat. And what happened was Apple's been here for years. And I think from my understanding, Ireland were pretty much like not letting Apple pay the 12.5%. So or something like Ireland was pretty much saying to Apple, here, look, you know what I mean? That 12.5% you guys owe us, forget about it. Like, hey, forget about it.
Were they doing that or were they doing you pay us?
Well, maybe
give us a brown envelope.
Maybe it might have been a bit like that. It's like, hey, just give the money straight to us. You know, we look after us. Anyway, I think an investigation happened in the European Union or whatever the fucking are. Did an investigation and found out that Apple owe Ireland, how much was it?
13 billion?
It was like, it was like 12.8 or something like that. It was like 12.8 billion, not million, billion. Ireland were owed 12.8 billion from Apple. And Ireland government were like, yeah, but we're cool. We don't want them to pay it. Like, it's okay. Like, let them have it. Yeah, let them have it. And the European were like, no, like, you got to give it to them, you know? Like, you got to take it off them. It's like the law. So Ireland spent 10 to 12 million of the Irish tax-paying money to fight a court case against the European Union to make sure Apple does not have to pay Ireland 12.8 billion. So Ireland used their own taxpayers' money to not receive 12.8 billion. That's how fucking crazy this country is.
Think of how big the bike shed's going to be.
It's going to be a big-ass bike shed. And then, obviously, they lost. They ended up, I think it went through multiple court cases, and they ended up, like, it got, like, appealed and whatnot. And they pretty much, it went to the highest court, and they lost.
Yeah.
So, it pretty much meant Ireland had to accept the 12.8 billion of Apple.
Which is insane, but they didn't want to do that.
It's crazy. I'm not politically intelligent enough to give reasons why. I tried to look into it. I couldn't really find a definite answer. But yeah, so now Ireland got to get 12.8 billion off the European Union, and what they do with it is gonna be that's gonna be interesting.
They're not going to do anything with it.
Nah,
not in the benefit. Nah, the people. It's got to be all bike sheds for the government.
Couple of bike sheds. That's how many?
A couple of sweet shops.
Couple of sweet shops. Couple of printers. Couple of bike sheds. Just to show you as well how backwards. So as I said, chat, like the Dáil is the Irish equivalent to Parliament and Congress. The Dáil has a built-in pub. There's a pub, an actual bar in the Dáil, which is only allowed for people of Dáil members. So the public can't go into this pub. It's a private pub for Dáil members. The people who make bills, pass bills, and pretty much run the country. There's a fucking pub in the fucking Parliament or the Congress where they just sit and drink all day.
Yeah.
They just sit and drink all day. That's all they do. There's literally a pub in their workplace. It's so fucked up.
It is.
How's that allowed, man?
You know, there's a hospital, an old hospital in the Curragh, that has a pub in it as well.
Really? Well, I don't kind of understand that, like a baby getting born or something like that. You can come in, or if a fucking, I mean, I kind of get that, you know. I mean, it's like the doctors are going in having a fucking drink, and the surgeon's
probably
like,
was.
before the surgeon's kind of a little whiskey just to calm the nerves, like before he maybe he has a shaky hand before he's going in to do heart surgery.
Back in the 80s, 70s,
before you go on heart surgery, it's got a fucking little whiskey calm the nerves before you're doing it, and like.
Come out with the taxes. Does it come out of y'all taxes? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it does.
Baby.
I'm pretty sure they get it for free, don't they?
Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
I'm trying to see if there's any more of those ads, man. The American ads are so funny. They're just so funny. But when is the actual president election, chat? When is it?
Is it in November time? And then they go in January.
Who do you think is going to win?
I think Donald Trump's going to win it.
I think Trump's like heavily favored to win it, but I think there's a lot of dodgy shit you see going on now. Apparently, like there's been like
November.
I think like 300,000 like unregistered voters somehow have access to vote now and stuff like that. There's a lot of that kind of going on, and things. It's interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It is interesting to see who does it, but like. And the same thing again, if you somehow magically saw Kamala coming out with the win, you probably know something dodgy's gone on in the background. You know what I'm saying? But it's
she could do as well.
And you know what? I'll be watching from the sidelines.
You gonna watch it?
Oh yeah, man! Shit like that's hilarious to watch.
Are they doing another debate?
I don't know if there's another debate. I don't think so. I could be wrong. I think it's just they're rallying now. I think that's what they're doing now. They're just kind of going around rallying.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any more debates scheduled. They just had that debate. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but it's all entertaining, man. America is just it's like the Truman Show, isn't it?
It is mad. It is crazy.
It's literally just like the Truman Show. That's all that fucking place is. But it's great watch, man. It's great entertainment. I love
it. Yeah.
I love it, man.
Yeah, I used to want to live in America.
I would love to live in America.
When I was this is very recent, but from like a young age up to 30, I wanted to move over. I was looking at green cards and visas and everything. And the only reason I didn't push ahead with it was because Megan was in college.
Yeah.
But I'd love, maybe in the future I'd love to go over.
I love the culture of America. I think America is one of the greatest places to live, and just culture wise. I think it's especially like around Texas. I love the idea of just like fucking going to supporting the local football team there. How community. Big football is, keep the community feel. Yeah. I do love it. I think it's a great place. Every time I go to America, I have such a fun time. I think it's such a vibe, man.
I really wanted to get into this is a weird job. I really wanted to become like an editorial assistant for publishing. For like book publishing.
That is like a fucking Devil's Wears Prada.
Isn't that insane?
So you wanted to be Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, so for books.
That's what Anne Hathaway was. She was like she became like an assistant to like the editor in like the fashion magazine.
And I applied for that in Ireland. Cuz I got a degree in writing. I wanted to go and get a job in that.
Yeah.
And there's nowhere. And it's so hard to get a foot in the door when there is. Yeah. I typed into America. I went on Indeed America. I typed pages of just jobs at entry levels into publication houses and things like that. That was so I was like, the opportunities over there are so much higher than what you can get over here.
Oh yeah. Do you ever see like the size of a house you can get in America compared to like a size of a house you would get over here? Now, obviously, I imagine locations different. Like, for example, like let's just say 300K. All right, you get let's say 350. Let's say about 350. A 350K will get you a pretty average house here around Ireland. Pretty much in the whole country, you'll get the same type of house. But I know like 350K in like New York won't get you much. But like a 350K, maybe like Texas or like somewhere more central, will get you a fucking mansion.
Where would you live?
Ooh.
Now what state?
I like Texas. I like Texas. I wouldn't go LA. Not LA. I wouldn't go California. I think California's in the shits at the moment.
I have a friend who lives in Texas.
Texas,
yeah. He teaches mathematics. That's insane. Yeah.
Mathematics. I think Texas, it's got. As I said, I like the idea how football rich it is. I think it's got a good community. You know what I mean? Good weather. from what the most part is, and I think it's got good like tax breaks and stuff like that. I think Texas seems like a fun place to live, you know, fun. Like got the cowboy kind of aesthetic to it.
I like that.
I like the idea that I could wear a cowboy hat and not be second looked at.
Yeah, when I go to America, I wear my cowboy hat.
But like, you could go. You wear a cowboy hat in New York, you might kind of go a bit of side eye. But like, you wear a cowboy hat in Texas, like. No one cares.
Just a
or
guy.
Boots or cowboy boots.
Yeah.
I walk down in a cowboy hat in Tesco's.
Yeah, looked at.
I'll get called a sap.
Yeah.
And I'll probably get something thrown at me.
My friend asked me not to wear my cowboy hat out before in Ireland.
Well, I know that's fair.
I really wanted to.
No, don't get me wrong, man. I love cowboy hats. I think they're great. But you can't go out in them. You're just asking for a slagging. Especially with the Irish culture of just us abusing each other.
Yeah, you can't wear
not physically, emotional. That's even worse. That we're great. Well, the priests are great at physically.
Yeah.
In Ireland, the priests are pros of physical abuse.
Best in the world.
Best in the world. If you're looking for physical abuse, come to the Irish priests. They're really good at it. Really good at it.
The nuns used to be quite good at it as well.
The nuns were sly. They fucking knew. Those nuns would deliver a backhand fast, and you could say fucking God help me, Father. You know.
Yeah.
Father. And those priests, Jesus Christ, man, you wouldn't even know you got diddled.
Yeah, up to no good.
You wouldn't even know.
Did you have them in your school?
Yes.
Yeah, so did we.
So my secondary school was, this is gonna make me sound real fucking posh now, okay? My secondary school was private. I went to a private secondary school because it was really close. It was just down the road from me.
What a prick.
I know. I sound like a prestigious bastard right now, but I went to a private secondary school. And it was run by the Franciscans, which are a type of, it's like a ministry of priests. They wear like the robes.
Yeah.
So that's like their attire. They wear like robes. Now, originally the whole school used to be run by these like ran, where like when I went to it, it was like, we actually had like teachers, principals. There was the odd Franciscan that would still like teach. There was a couple of them that still taught. Then there was a couple of them that are still kind of in the high up, but it wasn't like ran by them, but you see them just kind of strolling through the hallways. My school was very like Harry Potter in the way it was. So we had in my school, you know where you had like Hogwarts, Gryffindor.
Yeah.
We had like 4 or 5 different like things like that in our school as well, and we do sports and different things throughout the year and compete against the different. What would you call that? What would you call it?
Departments.
Yeah, I don't know what you call it, departments. What would you say it was?
I never heard of this.
Yeah, so Chad, what would like the equivalent of like, what would you say like Gryffindor, Slytherin? What are they like? What are
houses?
Houses. Yeah, you actually okay. We'll say houses. You had different houses. So you had like Francis, Podrick, Moore. There's something. I think there's like 4 or 5 frats. Yeah, I forget frats or fractions. So we had the different fractions make it sound gangster as hell. Like,
yeah, it
does. So when you come to the school, you get assigned to a different fraction or a house, and that's like, you know what I mean? That was like your group, and you compete against. So like you'd have like competitions, like athletics. You'd have Gaelic matches, football matches. There'd be like debates. So you have like the educational side of things, the sports side of things. So throughout the year, you're doing like competitions against these people, and obviously like the more points you get at the end of the year, that's like the house that won like the end of the year prize, and you get like you'll have like a feast. You got like a canteen, so you got like a massive feast and stuff like that. But then also disciplinary is one. So like if you do something bad in your school, you used to get things called like black marks. If you get like 30 black marks, you get like suspended. So like black.
Did you ever get suspended?
No, I never did. So black marks were like a thing if you got like that, like deducted points away from your thing. So it was like the whole board was done it. But like each fraction was run by a priest.
Right.
And stuff like that. But so that was what they kind of did in our school anyway.
I can't believe you went to a private school.
You
know what we used to say about lads who go to private schools?
What?
They would all play Soggy Biscuit.
We never played Soggy Biscuit.
You have a head of a lad that would have played.
I didn't play Soggy Biscuit.
Yeah.
I didn't. But
No,
I'd seen some priests do some dodgy shit. There was some very questionable behavior. There's one priest who had a particular like I was a pretty cute kid back in like first year and second year. I was pretty cute because puberty hadn't hit me. I was a late bloomer, right?
Yeah.
So I was hairless from the fucking hair to fucking my toes. Okay, no beard, beautiful blue eyes. I hadn't really hit puberty, so I was kind of small. I was only like pretty small, 5'4" or something like that. So a small kid, and one of the priests loved me. And he was like, oh, like he talked like this, right? Really fucking chill, dude. Like, oh, there's the little boy with the great smile. Let me see that smile. And and then like, stupid fucking ironic me not knowing I'm fucking probably getting groomed would go.
Hey, father.
Like, go like that. So he go, let me see that smile. Like he's the fucking joker. Like, let me see. I want to see when I got these scars. Like, let me see that smile. And I'll just go. And he goes, oh, there it is. That's a pretty boy. And then he'll go on his merry way. And let me just show you the robes, just so you guys get a visual. Franciscan order robes. Ah, shit, that's not
some dodge could come up here now.
Images before drawing up. Yeah, this.
They went around the place like that.
Yeah, that's how they did. Hold on, let me show you, chat. So that's what they just. Oh, my screen's blocking it. This is actually what they wore. These priest dudes. Because they follow a particular. What the fuck is it? That's a nun. Where's that picture of the scene? Yeah,
there it is there.
That's it there. So that's what they actually wore in our school. That is literally it. Now, they weren't butt naked under it, if you're wondering.
I wasn't wondering.
Yeah,
how do you know?
Yeah, well, like, as you can see, you got to see their trails underneath there. So they weren't like completely butt fucking naked. Like, they literally ran around those Ku Klux Klan-esque robes, except they weren't white.
The monk robes.
But they had like hoods.
Friar Tuck.
Yeah, that kind of Friar Tuck vibes. But yeah, that was it. So there's... You see that little rope thingy there anyway. So anyway, that priest with us, like, every once in a while, he seems like, oh, yeah, let me see that beautiful smile.
The priest had a house in our school.
Well, they had a house here. They had a castle.
Fucking
It was a castle.
A castle.
Let me show you. Hold on. Maybe I can pull a picture of it. There was a castle. That's where they lived in. Gormanstown College. Yeah, they lived in. Yeah, this is here. That's actually the castle they lived in.
That castle makes what the priests in my school, their place, look like a shanty town.
Yeah.
Like that's insane.
Actually, this brings up a funny story. I just go back to the priest. Well, anyway, so the priest would fucking I'll get into the thing. So the priest would is that him actually? Hold on.
That's your mate, is it?
No, it's not one of those boys. No, I thought so. It looked like him, but that's what they look like. That's literally outside my school there.
But priests all look the same.
Yeah, I don't actually recognize any of them ones. Anyway, so he'd always go, let me see that smile. I always give him a fucking smile. Because I didn't fucking know. I was an innocent kid. I didn't have a clue. I just go on me there very way. And then one day, like, he'd do this all throughout the year. Just like, let me see that smile. Boom. Oh, Shepard is such a pretty boy. I'm like, thank you. Thanks, father. You know what I mean? Like, because I didn't get much attention off the ladies at school, but at least the priests give me attention, you know? Because as I said, I was a late bloomer. We had some fucking kind of cooler kids in school. Girls didn't really give me much attention. But this one priest chat took a shining to me. And, like, I appreciate the comments. As I said, the girls weren't giving me the comments that the priest would, and I felt special. You know? Felt special. And I was like, thanks, father. You know what I mean? Went on my day happy as fucking Larry. And one day, comes strolling through the fucking hallway. I'm just there chilling in the hallway. He goes, here he is. And he goes, let me take a picture. Pulls out this fucking big ass camera from underneath his robe. Like, this is like one of those big ass fancy things. He goes, let me get a picture of your smile. And he goes, so his father goes like, fine, come on. This big smile, took a big picture of me. Didn't think anything of it. I didn't have a clue.
Do you reckon he?
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
Fingered the arse off himself to it, yeah.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, 1,000%. $1 million. I'll be surprised if he didn't.
Well, if that's a crime,
I'll be disappointed if he didn't.
If that's a crime, lock Aaron up because.
Well, in fairness, I didn't know, but like at the same time, you know, what I mean, he made me feel good. No.
Clip it!
Did not just say that.
Clip it!
A priest made him feel good, man. Jesus Christ.
Clip it. Outrageous. What's the most outrageous thing that have happened in your school, in your year? What's the most scandalous thing that have happened?
I don't know, really. Well, there's like all those, those rumors of teachers like kissing students.
Well, you went to a school full of priests, so that.
Well, the only thing I saw dodgy with a priest was, there was one priest called Father Albie, and he was like, he used to run the athletics club and stuff like that. And I don't know, I seen him one time going to a first year student and just lifting him up. You know,
he just picked him up.
He just picked him up and weighed him like that, like shaking him like a fucking newborn baby.
Why the fuck would he do that?
I don't know. He just picked them up and just started like waving them like a newborn baby. I don't know why. Just literally just funny. I don't know, like, they like had a friendly relationship, but I literally saw this walk up. I was just, because like the hall, we had like a massive like long stretch of hallway, and obviously that's where all the classes are. So like, but in between classes, you can't just go outside the hallway. And this fucking priest just walked up to the fucking students, picked this fucking guy up like a bottle of Fanta, and just started shaking him like that. And then, but he used to go around the hallway. So I see these yokes here. This is why I kept this picture up here. You see these little rope yokes?
Yeah.
He'd go around, and he would like have it like that, and he'd be smacking lads across the arse with it. He'd go like that and just be going around.
That's insane.
He'd go around smacking the lads against the arse with it and stuff like that.
That is insane.
Yeah, it was mad, man. Mad. Just like whoop. But they only do it like the first years, you know what I mean? No. I just got me picture taken by that one. But that was just, I think he liked me. He liked me.
That's.
But like, the thing is, though, you never see these priests going around like the 6th year, because like all the corridors are usually like based on the year. So like one side of school like the 1st years, and like maybe like the next floor might be the 2nd years. You never see them going around like the 4th, 5th, or 6th year corridors. You'll never see them
really.
There. Yeah, you'd only see them kind of chilling out in the real kind of like fresh meat ones, you know.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? That's where you see those dudes kind of like creeping around. That's where. But we used to have like because it was a private school, it was a boarding school.
Yeah.
But like it was like, so you didn't have to.
You went to boarding school.
It was a boarding school.
Man, Aaron, sorry, you have definitely played Soggy Biscuit.
No, but I didn't board. I didn't board. It was a boarding school, but half the school boarded. I didn't have to board. I lived around the corner.
You didn't board because you were up all night.
Me and taking pictures, yeah. But like it was a boarding school. But as I said, I didn't have to board. Some people boarded, some didn't. But because it was a boarding school, we used to get like a lot of Spanish to come over. Yeah. Asians, all different nationalities. And we used to have like a Russian guy. And there's a couple of Russians there. And for some reason, the Russians were always batshit fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And there was a real, like, this thingy here. See this little arch yoke?
Yeah.
This is like a really famous archway. It's like, because we're like this like kind of foresty area. And it's some sort of tree formation where the trees are like formed this like really like beautiful arch. It's a shame you can't see it from the outside. And it's one day for some reason, one of the Russian students just climbed on top of it, just did a cannonball.
Through it?
Right through it, and created a massive hole. And just broke thousands of years of heritage. He just did it. He just fucking did it.
Did you ever find out who did it?
Oh yeah, he got expelled.
Expelled?
He got expelled, yeah.
Fucking hell.
It's fucking Russians, and also Russians didn't give a fuck, bro.
Was he over, like, was he, was his family still in Russia? Was he?
Yeah, they just send them over.
So when he got expelled, he had to go home.
Yeah, he got back to Russia. His name was Alexei. I still remember to this day.
What's his name?
Alexei. I still remember to this day, man. The principal coming in and goes, Alexei. It's like, yes, come with me.
Alexei sounds like a porn star. A good one as well.
I know. It's literally because the principal was like, he was like some sort of real fucking guy from the country. He was like, Alexei. He's like, Alexei was like, yes, sir. I was like, come with me, you're being expelled.
So he actually said that?
He said that in front of the whole class.
No way.
In front of everyone. I don't think Alexei gave a fuck, though, in fairness. He didn't really give two shits. So actually, that's a picture of the school here. So that's like castle, and then like that's like the front of the school. So you can see it was like attached to the castle. There was actually laneways you could sneak children in from the castle.
You posh bastard.
So there was laneways. You could sneak people from the castle into the school if you wanted to, or vice versa. So those, I don't know, man. Maybe there's other stories, but that's not it there. Jesus Christ.
Look up De La Salle.
What the fuck do you spell De La Salle?
D-E.
D-E.
Space.
L.
Is it L-E?
L-A.
L-A. Yeah. Space. Salle. De La Salle.
Is this your school?
This is where I went to school. De La Salle. It's actually Skull na Monastracht.
Is it S-A-L-L-E?
Yeah, go for it. Kildare. It's actually Skull na Monastracht. De La Salle is where I went.
I spelled Kildare wrong, didn't I? I can't see where I'm fucking typing. I can't see that far. Is that your school? Is that it?
No, that's not where we... say Kildare Town.
You're going to hate this. We actually have a sports complex in our school as well, which had 5 indoor football courts.
You are... That's outrageous.
And every day after school, let's go play football.
Like, that's... outrageous.
It was great, man.
That's outrageous.
Colin Farrell actually went to my school.
You are so posh. I didn't know you were this fucking posh.
It wasn't,
ooh la la.
It wasn't posh,
fancy
man.
boy.
Yeah, Colin Farrell went
now
to my
I
school.
know why you're always offering me biscuits.
I mean, I didn't do Soggy Biscuit.
You definitely did.
I never played Soggy Biscuit. Now, I can't confirm that never went on in school, but I never did.
I know you did it. I think you're going to have to write Skulna, and I won't be able to spell this for you. Skulna Monostruct.
Oh, for fuck off! I'm not going to be able to fucking spell.
Try it.
Jesus Christ! Why did I say?
SCOI?
Why don't I just say Kildare School or something? Kildare School. I fucking know, lad. Oh, Jesus. Let's see. Yeah. Kildare School.
No, see, he's got to show the brand new one.
We'll just imagine it's a piece of shit, will we? Aaron's school is so pish the priests use lube.
Yeah.
It's more lube than a fucking p.diddy freak out they had.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what I never actually went into that castle, but I wonder what went down in that castle.
Now I understand why p.diddy is your favorite artist.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because of the school you went to.
I actually wonder what went down in that castle, man. There's a lot of questions.
Yeah, we went to Skulna Monostruct at the start. It was like prefabs, and then you had the old building, and then you had the new building. And that was it. And it used to be ran by the brothers. The brothers ran it. Yeah. And then they got rid of them, and they brought in a whole load of nuns from, I forget what country in Africa, but we call them the blue nuns because their robes are all blue. And they were much better crack than the priests, yeah.
The priests are a good laugh of mine, I'm not lying, man. You gotta go giggle out some of them.
Yeah, well, because they're flirting with you.
I'm just starting to come to the realization I think I might have been groomed.
yeah, you think?
Makes sense now. Makes sense. God damn.
So that was like the craziest thing someone done in your school was like cannonball through the...
But it's probably more crazy things. I can't stop.
When I was finishing school, when we were about to graduate, it was like something went off in some of the lads' heads, and they went insane. Like they went mental. Like they were like shaving their pubes and dropping them in people's lockers. One lad like shat all over the bathroom and all, and then like, he wasn't the only one that contributed to that. Like, loads of lads did. This was like a week to go. Lads just went.
Oh yeah, it always happens.
Off the rails, mental, and they weren't allowed to graduate, or they were allowed to sit their exams, but they weren't allowed to. And kind of rightfully so. Imagine if some poor cunt cleaning that up.
Oh yeah, that happened to us as well. Same thing. So at the end of like the last week of school, all the 6 years would just go fucking ape shit. So like it would end up throwing like to get a load of shit ton of eggs, and like they'd always target the first years and second years because they're the weakest and the smallest.
Yeah.
So they'd get like a load of eggs and start egging the shit out of them, and then we used to have a river that ran through our school, and they'd grab first years and just fuck them in the river.
Well, that's hilarious. How does a school have a river?
Because there was a river ran through the school on the golf course.
You don't know how. Ooh la la!
It was on the. It was a river. It was a river that ran through the golf course, the nine-hole golf course.
We used to have an old man who would walk through this is my equivalent of a river. He'd walk through the school on his cane, and he'd stop and he'd do this, and just keep walking. And he was like the town kind of lad. He wasn't a mad. Just like the town old lad. Yeah. Didn't have a river.
Yeah, no, there's a fucking 6 years with fuck lads into the river, and like you'll see them like the last week of school was the most terrifying week of school. If you're like,
were you thrown into the river?
Oh yeah,
were you?
Mate, as I said, I was only small. I wasn't that fast, and like they knew it was like it's like when tigers are scouting antelope. They spot the weakest and like. That's the one. And so I'll be with me mates, all right. Who weren't like me best. They weren't like good mates. Like I had great mates outside of school. In school, it's kind of like they were like all right lads. Just like kind of chilled out with them every once in a while. We weren't like good mates. So like we'd be like outside.
Didn't have your back.
No. So we'll be all outside. And, like they're obviously a bit big. So most of them are all bigger than me. Like, and then like so we'll be all outside, and you see like the group of 6 years. They'd be coming out like the bushes, like because it'd be like a whole forest kind of surround the school. And you see them just kind of creeping out like that. You're like, oh shit. And then we'll just all start running, but we'd all start running in different directions. And then you'll be starting legging it, trying to find the safest place. And you turn back around, and you see your friends are running safely. And you look the other side, and you just see the whole fucking group of 6 years is chasing you, and like, fuck. And they just, obviously they're faster and stronger. They grab you, they just lift you up. And there's nothing you can do. You can be like, don't do it. No.
Squirming.
Like you can squirm. You can try blackmail your way out there. Go like, no, my mom said I'm not allowed to get wet.
Yeah, try to get them.
No, these are my only clothes. Yeah. No. And they don't give a fuck, lad. They grab you and they just fuck you in the river. That rat infested river.
Is it deep?
Some parts.
Some
parts were.
You said that like you found.
Some parts were deep, bro.
You said that like you found the deep parts.
Yeah, some parts, there's fuck you in there. And it was just like, and you're walking back and you're just fucking soaking and like.
They obviously don't expect you to sit through class then. You know what I mean? Or is this at home time when they've done it to you? Or?
It's like, so in my school, right? So you do your classes from like 9 to like what, like 3:30. Then from 3:30 till 6 was like a free time. We got to stay at the school grounds, but you do whatever you want. Like you go play golf, sports, do whatever the fuck you want.
Golf.
Is
there a golf course in your fucking?
I told you 9 holes. There was a 9-hole golf course, and then so yeah, you can do whatever. Just go and do whatever the fuck you want, all right? And then from 6 to 7:30 was considered like study time. So there'd be like a big study hall where like you'd have like a chair, your desk, and there'd be like a little cabin where you can keep your books in. So yeah, there'd be like your assigned desk, and so that's where you just go do your homework from like 6 to 7:30, and then at 7:30 you go home.
There was a golf course on your.
Yeah.
Did you tell me that before? Because if you did, I must have blocked it out.
I did say when I said the river ran through the golf course. Yeah, I said the river ran through the golf course.
We had a field.
Oh, that's nice.
But it wasn't even on the school grounds. We had to walk through the town to get to the.
Yeah. If you want to go like play football or something.
Yeah, but we couldn't just go. You had to. You could only go and play football if there was like the soccer blitz or the Gaelic games.
Yeah.
Things like that.
We had like all this ground, so you go do whatever the fuck you want. Like
that's crazy that you went to Hogwarts.
It literally was Hogwarts. It was actually right the closest thing to Hogwarts in Ireland.
Yeah, that's what's the name of the school?
Gormanstown College. Now it then became pub after like we kind of were in there during the glory years, and when we left,
the glory years before they let all the peasants like me and all.
So after a couple of years after we left, it became public.
Yeah.
And then when it became public, it just went to shits, and now it's actually just a full-on refugee camp.
Oh, is it?
It's
not school anymore.
As far as I know, I don't even think it's a school anymore. It's just a refugee camp, the whole thing. I'm wrong. They've sectioned it off. So, like, nearly now it's just the school. Just one part of the building. That's all it is. All the amenities are gone. The golf course is turned into, like, a foot golf thing now. It's in the shits.
Oh.
The football. Look
at you talk about it, though.
Yeah.
Like,
I think, like, the
golf.
The sports complex, I think, is... Actually, I think it's just actually a full-blown refugee camp now. Because that's where they're all sleeping, is where obviously, where they used to board. I'm pretty sure that's where they're all housed now. So I think the whole thing is literally just a refugee camp now.
Fucking hell. All those glory days, all your good memories of getting thrown into the lake.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the fucking castle and the priest, though. I don't know if they're still there. They got fucking kicked out. I don't know.
I think your school, where you went to school makes me angry. It makes me angry that you had a golf course.
No, I feel that.
It makes me angry that there was...
molesting priest.
Yeah.
Well, look,
there are things that I don't...
You take it, you get what you take.
I don't envy the soggy biscuit thing and all that.
I didn't do soggy biscuit.
Aaron, it's fine.
I didn't do it.
Look, you said that and you winked. Like, you can't even look me in the eye when you said that.
I'm literally looking you in the eye right now saying I did not do soggy biscuit.
You looked over there.
You looked
past my shoulder.
You, bro.
It's all right, Aaron. It's all right.
I didn't do soggy biscuit.
You did, and you fucking lose on purpose.
You definitely do soggy biscuit with the boys, don't you?
Hell yeah, baby.
Scumbag, bro. That's nuts. That's the most Protestant Catholic school I've ever heard of. Says Justy.
Yeah.
He played cooking set. I'm trying to think that didn't like matter. Anything crazy.
Did you ever get suspended?
No, I never did.
I did.
Did you?
During my junior cert exams, I was obviously very bad at school, and I instead of doing my exam, I made a comic called The Adventures of Mickey Head. Just a normal dude who had a cock coming out of the side of his head. And after the exam, we were all gathered around, and I was reading it about it, and I had classmates in it, and I gave one of them an awful death in it. I got like ravaged by HIV and all, and we were all around reading it. And like I made fun of teachers. I drew the teachers and all. And Mr. Cregan, this big, huge lad from Sligo, came over, and you just see this big hand come in and take it out, and
so he grabbed your cock.
He grabbed. I nearly would have rathered that at the time than this, because he took it up, and when he was reading it, I was pale. I was like, oh my God, this is terrible. And everyone around me froze. I was, lads, who did this? and everyone legged it. And it was just me, and he goes, come with me. And he brings me to the staff room. He goes, now, because it was the exams, we were the only students there, and there's only a handful of teachers. So he goes in, out comes Miss Doyle, my year head, and she goes through me, but it's coming up to the summer months, so I'm not going to be in school. So she says, we'll pick this up at the end, or at the beginning of the new year. And she takes my comic book with her, right?
Yeah.
So New Year comes along, nothing is said. Like, they keep me on the tenterhooks for months. It gets up to about November, December. And I'm in class in German, and our German teacher at the time, Miss Griffin, image of Meg from Family Guy, was taking it, and I asked my friends, can I have your journal to copy the homework and what our timetable was? And I drew Mickey's all over. Like, I drew big, huge one with loads of veins, and the veins would turn into mazes.
Yeah.
Do a maze full of cocks. And I give it back, he laughs. She comes over, she takes it, she sees all these cocks I'm after drawing. He has to say it to me, or he's going to get in trouble. Yeah. I hold no resentment on him for telling on me. I get sent to the year head. Now, luckily, I have a new year head, Miss Coleman. Thundering cunt. And I go in, she makes me sit down with the fifth years. I'm sitting at the back. Who comes into the room? Only my old year head.
Oh.
My old, who has the comic book of the... So these guys, you ever see Superbad where they think Jonah Hill definitely has a fixation on cocks? She comes in and she looks at me and she's like, what's he doing here? And she goes, this, and she showed her the journal of cocks, and she goes, don't think I haven't forgotten about that filth you drew. And she took it, and she goes, I don't know what it is with your year drawing these images on each other's books, because one of my other friends got caught. He drew it on he thought he was drawing on one of the lads' geography books. It actually belonged to like a girl in first year, and he had to write her a letter of apology. Wow. But that's why I got suspended.
I think everybody in school went through a stage where you just drew massive veiny cocks on books, like
especially your friends. If you got your friend's book, you were drawing a Mickey on it.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean.
I think we used to do some pretty sus things in school. Now, I was trying to think. When you said soggy biscuit, I was trying to think of some sus things. So it's gonna go back and be even more posh. In sixth year,
we had our butlers.
It's Jesus. In sixth year, there was like a room called like the rec room. Only 6 years allowed in. In fairness, the only thing in there was a pool table. All right.
Okay.
But they used to have a rule where it was like an unwritten rule in sixth year where if you get whitewashed in pool, aka you don't pot any ball and the other person pots all the balls, you must run around the pool table 5 times with your pants around your ankles and your Mickey out.
How many games did you throw? Oopsie daddles.
I used to hang around the rec room watching lads play pool all day, hoping.
I imagine I had all these paintings on the wall that had those fake little eye holes that the priest could slide in and look through.
What's going on here? But yeah, man, it was fucking... I never played pool. I was scared.
Oh, yeah.
I was fucking petrified. I would never play
jocks and all, like...
Everything. You're just Mickey, full out. And you just like... And have to stay around your ankles. You know yourself when your trousers around your ankles. And that's the school trousers. So like, there's not much fucking...
You're not running, you're shuffling.
Yeah, you're shuffling.
Give us an example there.
It's like shuffling around
no, a proper example, the trousers down. The camera doesn't zoom in that far, so it'll be alright.
But oh man, I played one game of pool, right? One game. And I don't know why I played that day. I never played pool without the fear of this fucking happening. I played pool one day and the guy broke. He said he broke, right? And he potted one ball, another ball, another ball, another ball, and I'm just there fucking...
Yeah, just under your belt.
I'm sitting there and I'm sweating bollocks. I'm like, oh shit, he's on a roll. And he's just going boom, 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 boom. I'm like, they're all going to see me tiny willy.
Yeah, you start fluffing it.
I'm fucked. Like, what the hell am I going to do here? Because like at the end of the day, like if you say I'm not going to do it, they're going to make you do it.
Oh,
like,
you can't
say no. You can't run away. Like you got to do it. And if you don't do it, they'll fucking pull it down yourself. They'll close the doors.
Oh yeah, you're fucked.
You're fucked. And I'm bollocks.
You have to do it. You can't.
Yeah, and he got to the ball just before the black, all right? Just before the black ball, and he missed. And I was like, oh, here's my opportunity. I'm just fucking looking around the pool table for easy access. And thank God I got one ball in.
Oh, I say
I was just like, it was the most stress. And because there's a big crowd there as well. There was a lot. Like, sometimes you might get lucky. It might just be like 2 lads in there. It's like, you just play with your mate and it's okay. But sometimes there's a lot of people. And sometimes people it might start off quiet.
Then people are watching.
People start kind of coming in. And they might say, oh, look at this. And there's more people that's kind of coming in. And it's going to happen here. And it's all happening so fast. And people are just coming in like, oh, fuck.
Everyone thought you were a
And even girls can come in.
No.
Yeah, they're great. Now, there wasn't many girls, like, in fairness, like...
Surprised you went to a school that allowed girls.
It used to not. It used to be only boys, and they only started letting girls in a couple of years before I came in. So every year I had girls, but it wasn't many. Like, you'd probably have, like... I think there's, like, 100 per year, and maybe there's only, like...
Say the priest hated that.
Oh, yeah, say they're objective. I don't think there's 10 girls per year. So,
really?
Like, the girls were, like, you know what I mean? There was a lot of testosterone going around.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Especially those horny Spanish sporter students, you know? They'd fucking...
Yeah.
Like, because they were locked in that school. They're not allowed out. You're not allowed outside that school. So they were like, kept in there, like, wild.
They're not allowed to go anywhere,
So the only women they see are the girls there. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Even if they're butt ugly, and that's a horrible thing to say, but, like, that's all they have. Yeah. You know what I mean? You take what you can get, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So those horny Spanish were... And obviously then the women were like, ooh, look, got a nice exotic Spanish boy. But.
So, did you ever see anyone lose a game of pool by not potting anything, getting whitewashed?
I did, but I heard stories of it like, oh, did you hear thing got whitewashed and you had to do it? I was like, no, I never did. I avoided that room like the fucking plague.
Oh, really?
I stayed out of there.
Oh, yeah.
I stayed out of there.
It doesn't sound like... So, I don't think I would have played pool.
I did. As I said, that was like... I maybe played like 3 games. And like maybe the other 2 times were just like against one other guy. And that was just like me and him in the room, just like... friendly, like if that happened, it was like hard to like me and him in the room.
Yeah, you making him fucking.
Oh,
there you go. Do it, kid.
Yeah, just me running on the table, just him watching on his own. Like, hey,
was it just 5 laps? You said?
It's a 5 laps right there. It's like, hey, slow it down there, boys. Slow it down there, buddy. Let's enjoy the moment.
That'd be the only way. Like if you did lose,
keep your head up.
Like to turn it around on people, because everyone would be laughing at you. You're fucked. Is just go as slow as you could.
But mate, the problem is like if you're hung like a moose.
Yeah, that's fine.
Who gives a fuck? Hey, look at me, massive cock. I'll go slow. Put my hands around the air. I'll fucking shake it against you.
Ah man, who gives a fuck?
But if you got a tiny one,
fuck
you know what I mean?
Drop that.
Then it's worse. Then the rumor goes around the school. Little teeny weeny Turner.
Take it in, bitches. And I walk so slow.
You would now. Really you would now. But in secondary school, where it's like fucking mice to the lions, you know, it's different because you know it's harder to take a slagging.
Yeah,
you know, it's harder.
It is.
And then next thing you know, you're not first year slagging it. You're in 6th. That's the worst.
But
thing.
then you had to fight the first year.
But then they're probably better. You know, it's always that one first year that plays fucking county Gaelic and he's a fucking tank. You know.
I went to school and the 6th year got beaten up by a 2nd year.
I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen because there's always one hefty. Every year has a fucking dude who's just hefty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's always the hefty ones or the mounty ones.
Yeah.
And all the seniors are like, oh yeah, wind them up, wind that guy up, and to the younger guy to wind the fucking older guy up. You know what I mean? Yeah. He gets all courage because he's like, oh, these guys have my back, but then he just doesn't bang you anyway.
We were very lucky though, because there wasn't camera phones. They're just coming in.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, we're fucked.
Like the camera phones now. Like I as I seen it on Twitter. Just see people in fights and they're being recorded. That's the worst. Imagine losing a fight and coming up and then you're recorded. That's going all over the place.
Mate.
We were blessed not to have that stuff. And the stuff those lads did that I went to school with. And the same with you with the soggy biscuit thing and all.
Soggy biscuits, Priest. Imagine that Priest had a video phone like fucking Jesus Christ.
Your dad had to take out one of those fucking wind up one.
Mate, I still to this day have no idea where he pulled this fucking camera out of. It's like one of those big ass chunky things. He just goes.
Yeah, that's why he probably had it tied onto something. You know what I mean?
Probably fucking did.
Fucking added like he wanked to that. You know what I mean? That's an insane thing.
Well, I don't know what else he would have done with it.
Yeah, he's not good. Just
like what else are you gonna do with it? Like with that photo, realistically,
he would have to go and get it developed and all.
Yeah, but like that's the Dodger thing. Yeah. That's very. Well, I don't know even what he did with it. That's why I'm like, what realistically would you have done with it apart from wanking?
Yeah, that's.
Put it there. That's a beautiful smile.
Yeah, he said that too. He's a beautiful smile.
He's gonna be looking at it every morning. That's a good smile. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's fucking probably butt naked.
He probably went straight to the chemist to get it. To get it developed. He probably couldn't wait.
Did you have girls in your school?
Primary school, no. Secondary school, yeah.
And then, well, yeah, that's all right. When primary school, not primary school, secondary school though, were you?
I was a loser.
Were you a loser?
I was a.
The girls hate you. Man, I was the same, bro.
No, the girls didn't hate me. But like.
They never come near you. They wouldn't text you, would they?
No, but they text me as thinking like. Very friendly. You know what I mean?
I was the same, but you know what's funny? In school, complete loser, but outside of school, we're fucking balling.
Yeah.
Balling with the ladies.
No, I wasn't balling with the ladies outside of school. Like, when I finished school is when I kind of started to. But it took me. I was very shy kid, and you wouldn't have ever thought it watching me wrestle at all.
Yeah.
But I was like a very shy guy.
Did you go to nightclubs much?
I only started going to nightclubs. About when I was 22, 21.
Really?
Yeah. I would go with me and Justy would go to. Out in Kildare a lot.
Yeah.
Is Justy still there?
He
was there, mate. We that's when we started going out, but I was useless at like, talking to women. Now I'm fucking Casanova.
Oh, mate. I was only thinking that word. Like, me and the missus, I think, are 12 years or 13 years together. I think she said 12, right? I could not, like, don't touch wood, but, like, I don't think I could ever rizz up another girl. I do not know what to say. I wouldn't have a fucking clue.
No, I don't think I would either.
I wouldn't have a breeze.
Because I think if I wasn't, I'd talk to them the way I would be talking to Megan. You know,
I wouldn't know how to flirt, especially when it's all cancel moon. Like, you'd be scared to touch them.
Yeah, you couldn't flirt.
No.
Flirt, yeah.
Hey, is it okay if I touch your shoulder?
Yeah,
you know
can't tell you. And then you'd be fucking paranoid if you didn't.
You would, yeah, man. We're gonna fucking.
Or if you did, like, I'm gonna touch your leg here, right?
Yeah.
Do you want a drink?
Yeah.
Can't do that.
No, can't do that.
Can't do that.
Can't do that. No, it's fucked.
Yeah.
Fucked. Do you know how much balling I was back in the day? My friend, like, this is obviously way before Shauna. It was like the first year I was in college before I knew Shauna, and my friend went to a different college, and he used to go to college. There was 2 Russian twins that went to his college, right? 2 Russian twins, and I don't know how. I think he told me about them. I fucking scouted them out on Facebook, started chatting to one of them, and so I ended up going on I asked her, like, oh, do you want to go for a drink sometime? And she brought her Russian sister.
Hell yeah.
So I ended up going on, like, a date with the Russian sister and the Russian I was chatting to.
Nice.
And then that wasn't the first. I'll have multiple times because you just bring a sister everywhere with her. It was great. So it's like me just going to these areas with 2 Russians, like, they're hot as well, man. They're good looking ones, like, crazy. It was great, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
It was great. Just 2 of them. 2 Russian twins that look like an absolute pimp.
Yeah. And then other girls are looking at you.
Yeah. Just like, what's this guy doing? Going, like, you know what I mean? Probably thought it was a gay mate, in fairness, though, you know what I mean? Probably, yeah.
It's more than likely, actually.
Probably, yeah, most likely, yeah. Thinking about it now, that's probably what all people thought.
Yeah.
You know?
No, my game was horrendous.
Oh, no, it's terrible.
Can we pause? I'm bursting.
You want to go toilet?
I'm bursting.
Yeah, you can go toilet, I'll go after. You want to just, you control it. I need to go as well, bro.
You keep them entertained.
Yeah, I'll keep them entertained. I'm going to
go. Give them dating advice.
You want dating advice on me? Jay, you want a relationship advice? How to secure a long-ship relationship? Eat shit. That's what you do. Whenever your missus gives you shit, just go with it.
Yeah.
Don't fight it. Just take the shit. Take the shit. Missus, the wifey is always right, chap. The wifey is always right. We'll pause there for a second till Barry. Oh yeah. So sorry, we're back now from. Did I stop recording now?
Can somebody
cool.
give me
It's
a
recording. Yeah.
15
yeah. Sorry, we're back
Septima's
from our
skull.
freaking little bathroom break. We're all ready to go. Sorry, there's still something there. Cool. The fuck we talking about?
The missus got back onto me.
Oh yeah, wasn't this? So what is a logistic person called?
Will I play it?
Yeah, play it out.
So I got into the missus. I asked her, what do you call a logistic person? I forget what we said. You said it was.
I said a logisticer.
A logisticer. What did I say?
A logisticist or something, was it?
Yeah. So this is what she said.
Logistics person is called a logistician. So both of you are wrong.
Both of you are wrong.
No, if you dressed up in an Amazon driver, that would not be my thing. I am not that into logistics.
Huh.
Which is a shame.
A logistician. That's like a magician.
Yeah.
So I guess it is kind of like a magician.
Because you're making things go from one place to another.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, in fairness.
She's okay. I gotta see it. It's okay. A logistician. Huh.
How do you think you'd do at that job?
Do you know what? I don't think I'd do well at that job. You know what your missus would be really good at? Like, your missus, I'm surprised isn't getting picked up by, like, cartel members and all like that.
to be their kind of
like, because if your miss is like the best at logistics, surely she'd be good at like smuggling drugs.
Yeah.
So like, if I was like a cartel member, I'd be like scouting her.
Yeah.
I'd be like, come work for us, we'll treat you good.
Yeah, she wouldn't do it though.
Why not?
She's so by the book.
I remember you did tell me this about your missus. She's very by the book, but that's bollocks, man. Because that's big bucks. That's where the money's at.
I don't think you can tell them no either. I don't think you can.
But that's where you could be living like a prince.
Yeah. Like it's a bit selfish that she doesn't do it.
I think it is. I think you should send your CV to like the Kinahans or the freaking Mexican cartel or the what's the cartel in Mexico called? Or the Colombia? I don't know. The Escobar? No, he's dead.
Or is he?
Oh.
There, no.
I'm pretty sure he's dead. I'm pretty sure there's pictures.
But
man, yeah, she should. You definitely need to be sending your thing.
Yeah. She might be. Someone's asked what that noise is. Is that? Could be that.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, she could be.
Yeah, so the Sinaloa cartel. Yeah, that. Maybe, do you know what? Maybe I'll let people know, because they make money on that, you know what I mean?
There would be.
Ask your missus. Send her a voice note and go, how would you smuggle, let's say, how many kilos of cocaine? We say 200.
200 kilos of cocaine.
If you had to get 200 kilos of cocaine from Colombia, let's say to England.
It's to Ireland.
How would you do it?
Right.
And like, what would be the correct procedures of how to do it? Yeah.
Well, a quick one for you. If you were to smuggle 200 kilos of cocaine from Colombia to Ireland, how would you do it? What would be your
formula?
So, say you're hired by the LocoLads cartel, and we want you to bring this in because you are a logistics. What is a logistician?
Magician for logistics.
Magician for logistics. What would your technique be?
I'll be very interested.
She might not get back to us today, though. Is the only thing.
Yeah,
we'll hold on to that till the next.
We will. That could be a good one to figure out. Because imagine she came out with this really bulletproof thing, but
someone from the cartel heard it.
And they, you know what I mean. That's how you get it. How
would we be accountable for that?
Well, it's not. We're not really. We didn't do it though. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, Megan could get in trouble
for what?
For conspiracy.
Yeah, conspiracy. She didn't do it. She just said how she would do it.
I don't think she's going to come up with something.
I think she got it?
No, I don't.
You got to lock her. How would you smuggle? Do you have any, like, really...
Up the hole.
200 kilos?
200 kilos up
That's a lot. That's a... Jesus! We got her looking like the Michelin Man.
I don't know how it's... I know when I went to... when we went abroad with school, the lads brought weed with them and they tucked it under their bollock.
Yeah. People are saying Diddy's dead. Did Diddy come out dead? 12 balloons. So is that a yes? Everyone heard Diddy's dead.
Diddy? What?
Diddy dead already?
No way, we were just saying
Diddy
that.
Ain't dead, is he? Nah, Diddy didn't. Ja, don't be shitting on me. Diddy ain't dead. He ain't dead yet? Nah, Diddy ain't dead yet.
No, he's not dead.
Nah, you guys are capping. Hold on. Nah, you guys are chipping. Diddy ain't dead. Yeah. Nah, it ain't there yet.
Diddy ain't dead.
Nah.
Are you going to watch the Vince McMahon documentary?
Oh my God, it's going to be so good. That's out today.
That is out today.
Oh, I'm definitely going to watch that.
Yeah, so am I.
The Vince McMahon documentary. That Vince McMahon story is absolutely buck wild, wasn't it?
It's one of
the most... I was trying to explain it to the missus the other night, and I couldn't really explain it to her. I didn't really know how to explain it.
Because...
I'm going to watch it.
This is really going to take wrestling into the mainstream. People who didn't watch wrestling before are going to watch it, and it's... I heard these stories before when Vince McMahon was still in charge. Like, you hear the rumors of what's happening in the wrestling world. You don't know how true it is, but you hear rumors that you had to do stuff for like Pat Patterson. No, do you ever hear them?
So Pat Patterson was he's gay, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's Vince's best friend. But the rumor goes that you had to. Service him.
Like a male wrestler?
Yeah, to get the push. There's always the rumours of lads doing that.
So who do you think serviced Pat Patterson?
The most famous one. The most famous one that the rumour goes out about?
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels.
Well, I believe it.
Do you?
I believe that. Yeah.
That's the rumor.
He definitely sees someone who would definitely.
But he was so good, he was going to make it anyway. So would he have to have done it? But there's rumors that lads and you don't know. It's very hard to say because lads might have heard that rumor and then latched onto it because they didn't make it, and they can just say, "Well, it's only because I didn't
service them off."
I didn't. Right.
I hear that.
So you always have to take that stuff with a grain of salt. But then you do see and hear stories that how fucked up it was, and what they covered up, like the whole Jimmy Snuka thing, where he beat that girl to death in his hotel room, and they completely covered it up.
Yeah.
And he was sit back wrestling on Vince's shows.
Jesus.
Yeah, like there's loads of mad stories like that.
The only one I thought all came out was the one like that got leaked on Twitter, as he was pretty much like pimping some sort of woman who worked in the head office out to everybody.
That's kind of what I think that's what he's in trouble for. I think it's like falls under the umbrella of what the trafficking.
Yeah,
that's what I think. That's why he's gone completely from the company.
And is this documentary recorded before or after all this?
During.
Oh,
I think it was during. But I think, it's going to be bad. It's going to be a hit piece. Not a hit piece. It's going to be. I imagine the stuff is true. But it's
18s now. It's right on Netflix, so it's gonna be good.
But the thing with it as well is he released a statement.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
So you know it's bad, and apparently he tried to buy it back off them.
Really?
And he wanted it destroyed.
Ooh.
So but as well, like, he's done. Remember the whole thing when Owen Hart died? Like, he didn't call the show up. Like, that's insane. The guy dies on your show, and instead of
to sweep the canvas
and fucking go out and wrestle in it. That's crazy.
Yeah. Is that all talk about this?
I imagine they'll talk about it in this.
Oh, I'm intrigued now to see what it's like, man. I mean, I'll watch that tonight.
Yeah, I'm going.
We'll have a little chat about that next time, won't we? I'm sure we'll have that all watched down. We'll see how it is.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll be watching the Arsenal match first, though, and then I'll watch that
Arsenal match. Who are they playing?
Bolton, Carabao Cup.
It's Mickey Mouse Cup.
Yeah.
Fucking hate that shit, man. I'm just so big in the NFL now, man. I just lost passion for football altogether. It's probably half my own fault being a United fan for just like the past like several years. I've just watched some of those boring, slow-paced, non-action football games I've ever seen in my life, and it's just like kilt.
You have to stick with it. I followed Arsenal during the years for 9 years we didn't win a trophy. You have to stick with it.
But it's not even that. Any football match I watch, it's just boring. You might get the odd one. It's like this is like good. It's just back and forth action. Like, but
no, you are onto something.
But these ones are just so it's so
football's
slow.
Changed. Football, you don't have that dynamic winger to take lads on anymore.
No, it's all just very passy, back, sideways. It's just got so boring, man. I can't get into it. I just do not look forward. I don't look forward to football matches anymore. Like a United Man City game, you just think it's just going to be so boring now. You don't look forward to it, you know?
And you know what the thing is? I think it was Sam Allardyce, the manager. He came out and he said, you could be the coach of, say, a lower league side, or not lower team in the Premiership, and that tiki-taka kind of play doesn't suit them. But if you don't play that, you're going to get sacked. So you could be getting results with fucking long ball up to the big, tall centre forward, heads it down, a winger scores. But if you're getting results like that, the board don't want that. The board wants you to play the way that Pep Guardiola has set up. You know what I mean? So it's interesting, and it's, you know, the game is kind of gone, and the game's gone a bit with shite with the new format of the Champions League and all that bollocks.
Yeah, I don't even know what it's. I can't even understand. It's like a league thing or something now.
The first 8 teams go through to the last 16. The next 8 teams all have to play in a playoff, and the winner of them go to the next round, and the 8 after that are eliminated. And the team who loses the playoff are eliminated.
I just don't understand why. Like, what's wrong with the? Why is
fix something that's not broken?
Yeah, I don't get it.
More money, because they're getting 2 extra games, so more money is what they're doing.
Me personally, I've nearly like drifted away. For last year, I've drifted away from football. I've just got really big at the NFL. I just love American football so much right now, man.
So I'm just a big
love it.
big football.
Do you know what the best thing about American football is?
What?
The missus watches it. She loves
Does
it.
she?
She loves it. She's into it as much as I am.
Is
and
that
she looks forward to it every day. And she'll watch it. And she'll sit there and watch a full game and enjoy it.
Is that the only sport she'd be
Yes,
into?
only sport.
So my missus is into F1, which I can't get
Yeah,
into.
I don't like it. I'm not mad about it.
I think that's mad.
Yeah, so she'll sit there and watch it every Sunday because we have a game at 6 and a game at 9. We'll just sit there and watch it the whole time, and she loves it.
Fair play to her.
Any sort of documentary online, she'll watch it, NFL based.
Really?
She watches all. So it's like a thing called Hard Knocks,
Yeah.
which is like it's kind of like behind the scenes of an NFL team. So it's like the kind of interviews with them, like you go see the training regimes. It's like having a camera following them around the whole time and things like that. So you get like a good insight into it. It's kind of like what they did with like remember like Tottenham was on like Amazon and stuff like that.
Arsenal were also
Arsenal.
Yeah.
It's literally the exact same with that, but for American football. Who did she support? She supports Kansas, but like Kansas.
Tell me this.
Yeah.
I think I'd be amazing at American football. I've seen you kick that American football, and I look at it and I instantly think I'd be better at you. But at that than you.
kicking?
Yeah.
No.
How much do you bet?
Like
My first go at doing it, I'll kick more times over the bar than you.
I'll tell you right now, you will not.
How much do you want to bet?
Like everything.
Someone has to drop their trousers and walk around the table 5 times.
Deal. Yeah, slowly.
Oh hell yeah, baby.
Real slow.
I guarantee you, I'll kick further than you.
I don't even think you would hit it from a standard like field goal range, like the conversion point range.
I guarantee you I would.
I guarantee you will.
What are we putting on the line here? The next time we're doing a stream in here, a LAN party, I get that.
Get what?
I get the good table.
You get the good table?
Yeah.
All right, deal.
And you can have the little fucking...
Deal. Shake on it.
So
Right, I'll take Hallie's desk and chair.
Yeah, you gain nothing from this, but it's already agreed.
Well, yeah, cool. I'm alright with that.
When are we doing this?
We'll have to, I don't know, we'll have to find a day, get to a field, get the ball out.
Yeah.
And how many chances does you get? You can't just like take 100 and like eventually get one, you know?
You name it, baby. Give me one, I'll get it over the bar.
A one over the bar?
Yeah.
You're just going to bog toe the thing, aren't you? No, and you got to take the correct steps. You got to take the official NFL steps.
Fuck off. I'm going to take
No. You can't take a big 10-yard run up. You got to take the correct footage of an NFL.
How much is it?
3 steps back, 2 to the side.
Can I take 5 steps and not go to the side?
No, gotta be. You can't because you're just gonna bog toe it.
Alright, I think I should be allowed some practice because I've never kicked in American football.
Jesus Christ, man! Here we go.
Because you're throwing all these fucking rules at me that you can't. You have to step back. I
literally gave you one set of rules.
The wind's blowing this way. Step that way.
What's that for your own benefit? I literally gave you one rule: the official NFL steps. 3 back, 2 to the side.
I think that's
because you're just gonna. I can tell what you want to do. You just want to straight up toe punt it, don't you?
No, I want. What I would do is, I'd say that's the ball there.
Yeah.
I just do that.
Well, yeah. Okay, we'll see. I guarantee you're not gonna get like 10 foot over the air.
10 foot over the air.
Okay, we'll do this next time.
Yeah.
Alright, say less. I got you. We'll do that. You ain't gonna do it.
I will do it.
Man, I'm telling you right now, you won't.
I want to chat, toe punt it. No, chat. But tell them what do you think? I think I'll fucking. I've never done a sport I wasn't instantly brilliant at.
Instantly brilliant.
I'm very good at everything. Everything I try, I'm.
Name shit. Name some.
Gaelic football.
You go to Gaelic?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Football. Real football.
I reckon I'm better at you at football.
No, you won't.
I reckon I do more keepy uppies than you.
Yeah, keepy uppies isn't a thing of skill. Like,
well, it is a skill.
It's a skill, but it doesn't matter. You won't do it on a pitch.
No, you would.
No, you won't.
Ronaldinho?
No. Yeah, you're not Ronaldinho, though. I'm
Pele?
I'd be like a CDM. That's what I am. I'm a centre defensive midfielder. I don't do any of that skill.
You just sit back and just relax, yeah?
No, I attack. Like, so if I saw you... Yeah, I attack lads. Like, I got kicked out of a 5-a-side team before.
Oh, you're big, aren't you?
Boy. I'm a bully.
Oh, the bully.
Yeah. I remember I tackled a lad and he got real tick at me. I said, this ain't ballet, thinking everyone would laugh. No one laughed. They all thought I was an arsehole.
Birthday ballet.
This ain't ballet, kid. And no one laughed. And they're like, don't bring him again.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck's
that'd be me.
Don't bring him again.
Yeah.
You joined the most sensitive 5-a-side fucking league ever, man.
It was actually a 5-a-side full of lads. Only me and one other lad had played football before, so we knew that you're allowed to tackle, and we'd get tackled and we wouldn't give a fuck. But if you tackled one of the other lads, they'd have a proper conniption.
Which you like.
The grown men would start whinging at you.
I played. I used to work in Extravision, and my assistant manager was Polish, and he invited me. He goes, "Aaron, do you want to come play football, like a 5-a-side league?" I was like, "Yeah, cool." So he picked me up on a Saturday. Took me. Never told me it was a Polish only league.
Hilarious.
So I was literally like playing against fully grown Polish men,
and they're good.
And I'm only like 17, and these are fucking built lads. And like in competitive fucking football matches, and it was fucking mad, man. I played a couple of games with them though, like it was fun, but fucking bully you, like, you know.
Oh, yeah,
and they're good in the ball, like, as well.
Yeah,
it was just funny. I'm literally the only Irish fucking dude there, like, literally the only Irish guy. Everyone else is fucking top notch Polish geezer, like.
Yeah,
crazy.
Would be unreal at the game, yeah.
Ah, they're good, yeah, they're good, man. They're tough lads. I love the Polish. I go on with the Polish.
I work with a lot of Polish. My Polski nie dobra means my Polish is no good. Kurwa.
That's all everybody. That's all they say. Kurwa.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's what it means. Fuck. Think of it. They said you can use it in multiple contexts.
Yeah, I remember I was asking one of my colleagues who's Polish, like, how do I say, like, give me a good insight. My manager's Polish, and I wanted to know how to say something offensive to her. And I asked my colleague, and she told me, and I went up and I said it to her. I forget how to say it, and your one started breaking her. I went up and told her that. I love you, my cock is tiny. yeah.
Well, there you go. Why'd she say? Just laugh?
Yeah, just laughed, like tears, laughing at me, yeah.
I used to work in a hotel, man, like a lot of staff are the Polish, but like, man, they're so hard working.
Oh, yeah.
And they're so funny as well, man. They're grafters.
Yeah.
Hotel working. Have you ever worked in a hotel?
No, I don't think I'd be able to. I think
it's rough, but it could be fun, like, especially you're kind of on the night, not the night shifts, but you're on the kind of later shifts. So like, it's kind of quieting down, but it's kind of, you're not like too late. It's always good fun. You can mess around and stuff like that. You're just taking food from the kitchen and whatnot.
I'd like that. Yeah,
I used to always go in the kitchen, take a few chicken fillets home, to cook up when I went home and stuff like that. Yeah,
it's great. Yeah, I'd be into that.
Yeah, and then there's one thing as well, like if the restaurant was quiet, so we used to work, me and my best friend and his missus used to work in the restaurant. So we had like literally best friend out of work. We just like hang around with each other all the time outside. And it was quiet in the restaurant. We'll say, "Fuck, you hungry?" We're like, "Yeah." So we'll order something off the menu. We'll write it down as a ticket, and we'll put it into the kitchen and say, "Oh yeah, like table 14, 2 lambs racks," and something like that. And then they'll deliver the 2 lamb racks, and we'll just eat it inside the restaurant, like.
Did you ever get caught? But you didn't bother if you got caught?
No, because no one was there. Like we were the fucking. They were like one manager on duty.
Unreal.
Yeah, that's what they do. The kitchen would never come out to the restaurant. Kitchen staff would never come into the restaurant.
Maybe I'll get a job doing
That's what we did. We used to fucking do it. You probably won't get away with it now, like, but probably get tied up. But yeah, I used to do that because we knew we could get away with it, like. So we just go, order that, have a fucking full meal there, chill out.
Did you ever go to any restaurant or hotels just when the lockdown ended and no one was trained?
Oh no.
Me and Megan did. And we went to this place. It was honestly like Fawlty Towers.
Really?
It was so bad. And we went in and I ordered a pint of Guinness. And the missus ordered a cocktail. And they said we don't do cocktails anymore. Literally the table a little bit away from us, they got cocktails and they dropped them over. And the guy, when he dropped my pint over, he carried it like this. So his hand was in the foam. And he put it down. I was like, I'm not going to drink that. And I ordered another one. And he came down with it like that again. So I said, fuck this. We got the bill. And I said, I'm not paying for the Guinness. He goes, why? I go, because you put your hand in it.
He fingered your Guinness.
Yeah, I go, you fingered my Guinness. Yeah. And he goes, I'm going to have to get the manager. The manager comes over, gets the table, or the chair, like this, and he flips it around like that. And he sits like this with his notepad. And he goes, so, what are we doing wrong? I was like, yeah. And I'm like, everything.
You fingered my Guinness.
I ordered 3 pints of Guinness. The first one was horrendous. You know when you get, I don't know if you drink Guinness, but it was like, yeah, there was no head to it. It was just it might as well have been a pint of Coke. And then said the next 2 he put his fucking filthy fingers into it. I said, that'd be a start. I said, she ordered a cocktail. She said, there's none. And these jabronis here are after getting a cocktail.
Jabronis.
Yeah. And I said, I really think we should have we're not paying for our drinks anyways, but we should have some taken off the meal. And they did, in fairness to them.
Yeah.
But that was a rough time. First world problem, though.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And the man dipping your fingers in it.
Dipping fingers, yeah. Licking his paws clean afterwards.
Get lucky for that these days, you know. People get good money for that.
Yeah.
Little finger in your Guinness. Ooh, yeah. It's kinky.
Just not my Guinness.
You got any kinkiness?
Do I have a kinkiness?
Yeah.
Yeah, finger in Guinness.
You definitely seem like a toe sucker.
I'm a what?
A toe sucker.
A toe sucker?
Yeah.
No.
You like feet?
No.
You definitely like feet.
I don't like feet.
I can kind of just tell looking at you. You definitely.
You think I like feet?
Yeah, you like feet.
I wish I did.
Why?
Because then you get free foot rubs. Like rubbing your feet and all. That'd be great.
You'd be rubbing their feet because you got the kinkiness with the feet.
Yeah, fair enough. Then my missus would love it. Yeah, I'll rub your feet for you. I get off on it. So you're enjoying the foot rub. I'm enjoying rubbing your feet. But I don't like rubbing feet.
No,
not a fuck guy. I'm more of I'm a meat and potato lad when it comes to sex.
You know, it's as basic as they come, yeah. Just stick it in, stick it out.
No, I like eating meat and potato whilst no. Fucking meat and potato kind of lad. Yeah. I know what you're into. We all know what you're into.
What am I into? I gotta hit you back. Sorry, I'm trying to scratch. Ah!
Scratch. But that nice?
Think so. Alright, good.
Yeah, we all know.
What am I into?
Well, from this podcast alone, we've ascertained that you're a p.diddy kind of guy. You love him. He's your hero growing up. You like Soggy Biscuit.
I never said once in this thing I like Soggy Biscuit.
Oh, sorry, you don't like it, but you play it.
I never played Soggy Biscuit. I played Run Around the Pool Table Naked.
Was playing Soggy Biscuit at the same time. And you fucking kept flirting with priests making them take photos of you.
No, listen. The priest flirted with me. And as I said, I didn't get much attention in school. I rolled with the... I just took what I was given. Not literally. Not literally what the priest gave me. You know
I don't know. Well,
the priest just took a picture. He loved my smile so much, he just took a picture of me.
This guy here says you love getting pegged.
I never have, but I'm open to
it. You couldn't pay me.
I just couldn't imagine me lying on the bed with my fucking legs in the air like a.
I don't.
I just can't get that visual. Just me on me back, legs in the air, missus going right. It's like just looking at her in the eyes, like you know what I mean?
I don't even like scratching my arse, let alone getting fucking pegged by.
No.
By.
But I always thought like.
You've always thought about.
No, I always thought like when you do a good poo, how good does that feel?
Yeah, because it's coming out of you.
Yeah, but does it feel that good when you
shove it back up your arse and find out?
Is that what it feels like? It goes in the other side. It's like, fuck off.
No, man, I won't. No. No, we know you want to get pegged, so for the next podcast, if you could get pegged and let us
report back.
Yeah, report back to us.
Maybe if someone who's watching this video or anybody live who's got pegged before can give us like a brief down of their pegging experience, that'll be fabulous. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it would be.
Maybe we could look for a guest who specializes in pegging.
Can we get a guest who's like into mad shit and bring them on and be like, just be like.
Well, maybe we could like hire. What are those women called?
Prostitutes?
Yeah, but there's a certain one, dominatrix.
Oh, yeah.
So if we hire a dominatrix, but not to peg us, but to interview.
Yeah.
We might have to pay her some good money.
Oh, yeah.
And so we just interview her.
Well, yeah.
And she can tell us like the stories about the pegging.
Well, this lad here says it hurt the first time. How about the second time? Woody's being pegged.
Oh, lads. Poor Woody. I don't know how the missus would feel though of me hiring a dominatrix and bringing her to her house though. I feel like she might not be too happy about that.
I'll ask her when we go and say, would you be cool with this? I think it'd be a cool guest.
How much do you think they charge an hour?
I don't think for a podcast. I don't think you have to pay anyone. He'd be like, come on.
You think she's just gonna come for free?
Yeah, I suppose.
But why don't we don't tell her it's for a podcast? Why don't we just say, do you want to come peg us? But then we just say, like, we almost like Richard Hansen, like, hey, take a seat.
I think we'd be bad guys, though. I think we should be like, that's...
Hey, come take a seat.
Take a seat.
Well, I think it might be all right. She's still getting paid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're getting paid. Just come take a seat.
But I think if we're going to interview her, we could just tell her, like, but bring all your shit. Like, bring all your what you use, because we want to find out.
What, we go to her?
No, like when we tell her, when we invite her, or him, it has to be a her being pegging.
Otherwise...
he just uses cock.
Yeah.
So we invite her, and we're like, just bring everything.
Yeah.
You know, I can pick her up on the way, so you're not paying for her fuel.
Saving money, I like it.
I collect her. She has to get the bus home. And then we slap her there, and we'll be like, right.
Tell us about the pegs.
Yeah, then you get some good questions, like what's the maddest thing you ever had and all that. Yeah.
Might be something to look into.
I'm going to write it down.
Write down. Pegging.
Here's a pen.
All right, what are you writing now? Is pegging?
I'm going to write interview pegger.
Yeah. Can I take a picture of you? I like your smile, says Pat. Jesus Christ. All right. What other guests can we get on? I would like to bring on a magician, and he just does magic, and it tells us about the. I reckon magicians have a pretty sleazy underworld. I reckon there's like an underworld magician. I reckon they chat mad shit about each other. Like,
oh yeah, I say it's real.
I reckon it's really political, and they really smack talk. So maybe we hire a magician, so we get like. We can interview him and we let him put on a show for like 5-10 minutes to showcase it, you know?
Yeah.
So like he's coming, he can like show the audience what he got.
Yeah.
But then we also fucking chat to him about magic. So write down magician. So what do you have the first one is? What's the first one down the list?
Pegger.
Peggy.
All right, DM.
Do you know what's funny? Me nan was called Peggy.
That was her nickname.
My nan was called Peggy. That was her name, Peggy. Okay, so magician.
What's that called? BDSM, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think it is.
What, the pegger?
No, like what that
or the magician?
The magician's like just a magic lad.
Okay.
I'm going to write magic lad.
Say magic lad. All right.
Who else can we get?
Who else can we hire?
A
clown. I reckon a clown. A clown.
Well, it has to be a depressed clown.
A depressed clown. A clown could be a good one too. Like a kid. Like I reckon they got some fun stories as well. You know what I'm saying? How'd you get? Yeah, that could be a good one.
A priest. Get a fucking priest.
We can lure. I reckon we can lure a priest in here. If we tell the priest it's a kid's birthday party.
Oh, he'd be here with the clown.
He could come here with me. Maybe we could get here. Maybe him and the clown could come together.
Yeah, well, if it's that,
you know, we can kill two birds with one stone.
Party, he'll be fucking coming anyway.
Yeah, I like the priest idea though.
Yeah.
Priest, I reckon we can get some good stories out of the priest.
Yeah,
that could be a good one.
What else can we get?
Who else can we get?
We have a pegger.
We have a pegger.
BDSM. There. Bind. What does that mean? Bind. Death.
Submission.
What does the D stand for?
Dickin.
So
what is BDS? So the B.
Is it BDSM or is it BSM?
I don't know. What did you say the B means?
Bind.
Bond. So it's bonding, dicking, submission. What's the M?
It's definitely masochism or something like that. Better as an in, I always say.
I just farted. Dick missionary. So it's
definitely not missionary.
Bonding,
the most vanilla position in the world.
Dicking, submission, and mercenary.
Google it.
Mercenary. No, I'm not googling PSM with fucking. No, come on, search history. I don't fucking know that. I don't want fucking Google ads offer me fucking pink dildos.
I Google what does BDSM stand for.
Jesus Christ. Fuck. But there we go. Bondage, domination, submission, machoism.
No, I said it there a minute ago.
I still think bondage, dicking, submission, and mercenary. So it would be pretty
missionary.
A mercenary.
Yeah.
They dick during the day and fight in Ukraine at night.
Could we get the pegger? Like if she had like a, you know, one of those gimps that she walks around on a leash.
I think that's
and just have
him in the corner.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd be like, fuck.
Down. I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong. I reckon the clown, the priest, I don't know what Hallie around the house now. We might have to hide her. You know what I mean? We might have to lock Hallie in her room that day. If the priest gets I heard a priest can sniff a chav in 20
Oh my god! Someone's
got a child.
Someone's recommending to bring see if p.diddy can do it. We might be able to get him on a Zoom call.
Oh, that's true. Priests are like the boys. She's grand. We gotta clear. We gotta clear. They can't smell the girls.
Yeah.
Is that a boy? There is a boy next door though.
Yeah, so
we might have to get them a heads up. There's a priest in town.
I'm gonna put a maybe beside priest.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Who else can we get?
So what else we got? So we got the magician and the clown. That'd be good. How much do you reckon they charge? Because they're not gonna come for free, Barry.
Well, if we're like, listen, we get over 20,000 viewers, and we're going to give you free ad space here to promote yourself.
Yeah, but we don't get 20,000 viewers.
They don't know that though.
That's true. They don't know that.
And then if they see, it says here you only have 100 or whatever.
A homeless person, but they don't know where. I don't know. I might try to live in my house.
Yeah, no. That's dodge. That's dodge.
What else? What else do we get?
Get someone that's like, I don't know. What else could we get? A therapist? And she's like...
Yeah, but therapists are a lot of money, man.
Yeah, but we're just like...
They're not going to get free sessions.
No, yeah.
And they're not going to tell us what things about it. Can't tell, like, disclose things either.
We're giving you permission to be like...
That's bollocks.
All right, sorry.
That's a shit idea.
Sorry. Give it out to you.
I don't know where I'm going to find a furry.
But that's on it. We could find a furry. We could find another mad cunt.
Write down a furry. Now, we could,
Furry?
We could try to find a furry.
Or,
clowns do charge a lot, though, Barry. Like, clowns charge between like 100 and 300 per hour. Like, we're going to put Chip in for the clown. Might have to set up a GoFundMe for the clown.
Yeah, look, we'll start something out. Like, this is going to take off, really popular. We're going to get a load of sponsors. We'll be fine.
A drag queen.
All right. Now, I have...
They won't be too hard to find.
I used to wrestle as a woman. Furry, I haven't brackets or any other kind of, like,
There's a furry, something with a tail. A man who has a tail.
Or something.
Has to be a man. A man furry. No, I don't know where. I'm going to have to maybe find myself like a furry chat room or something. I'm going to do some investigation to try to find it.
I'm going to let you do that. I don't want to.
I don't.
Terrify me.
Yeah, that would terrify me too. Yeah. But the good thing about this setup is we can actually take this setup places.
Yeah,
we can go to the furries clubhouse or something if there is. I imagine there is like a furry house.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can just set up. We're gonna set it up in the furry house. We could also go to a church, I guess. Find a priest, yeah. Wants to interview a priest. I think you could go laugh. You know what I mean?
We could find someone that does porn.
A porn star.
Yeah.
Where'd you find them?
Or just put it up on Google.
Put it up on Google.
Yeah.
What were you typing in Google?
Porn stars my local area looking for work.
Any porn stars need work out there? We got your back. Maybe like an OnlyFans star. I don't know. Like an OnlyFans star?
All right, OF.
Someone said Baldy McDonough. I actually seen a podcast of him recently.
I thought he died.
No, it looks like he's on his last legs though.
Set up a casting couch there would be nice.
Yeah, but like, we're not turning in. This isn't the. We're not gonna. Oh, you guys are letting the peg us at the end. Like, here he comes. All right, thanks for the interview, and then fucking show us what you got.
You're going to have to take one for the team.
I'm not taking one. I can't, Barry. I can't. My precious little hole. We'll do paper, rock, scissors on the day.
No, I'm not doing it. I tell you why I'm not doing it. Because I'm just not.
We'll do paper, rock, scissors on the day.
No, I'm definitely not doing it. You can do it. You've done it before.
Yeah, no, what?
You've done it loads.
I have not been pegged, nor will I ever be pegged.
What?
I've not been pegged.
You've been pegged.
I have not been pegged.
You've been pegged. You told me. The first thing you said to me was, "My name's Aaron. I've been pegged."
I do a funny story you're gonna like though.
Go.
I saw. Be careful, I tell this.
I don't know if you should.
All the lads know this story though. I don't know. I don't know if it just goes to the public or not.
No, don't. I don't know what it is, but don't.
Well, it's.
See, you're very like p.diddy.
This story is kind of it's not. Involves a carrot. It involves a carrot on a lad's holiday in Portugal, and one man.
Leave it.
I'll leave it to your imagination.
Does Craig know it?
One guy, one carrot, and 4 other guys, or like 5 other guys.
Were you
maybe even 7?
Were you the guy?
No, I'm just gonna leave it to the imagination. Not hotel, because we rented out like it was like a fucking apartment we had. We were all staying in. It's like 7 of us in one fucking apartment.
Was the carrot at least peeled?
Oh man, it's such a funny story as well, bro. It's such a funny story because, oh my god, it's so good.
Oh,
well, I could say it, but I can like. I can really say it, but like I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Oh fuck!
Don't do it.
I don't know, man. But it's the story afterwards.
Does Craig know it?
No, I don't think so. I don't know if I told that story before. All I'm gonna say is, chat or guys out.
Was it a baby carrot?
No, it was a full blown.
Oh fucking hell!
A carrot may or may not have been inserted into a man's ass, who was our best friend, by his other best friends.
Was best
on
friends. Holidays.
Are
the best friends still?
Oh yes,
okay.
We're all still mates.
So it was all done in jest.
It was all done in jest. Well, we not at the time. It wasn't like he was like, "Come on, boys, give it to me." It was kind of like the spontaneous. I don't know how it happened. I don't know what happened. It just happened, and we're all just drinking. Next thing you know, a carrot may or not. We were 18. At the time. It was. Let's just say it was consensual at the time. Anyway, it came out. We all had a great laugh. We joked about it.
Was the guy who got carroted joking about it?
Yeah,
he
was.
That's
he didn't know. He thought it was a great laugh. He's like, that was hilarious, lads. He goes,
that's the funniest thing.
He goes, that was jokes, right? We all had a great laugh, you know what I mean? It was just one of those things. He didn't cry. Like he's like, that was gas. That was gas. He didn't like it. I don't know, maybe he liked it, but like, he had a good laugh. We had a good laugh. It was like, we joked about it, you know what I mean? So everything was G. At the time, though, like, what? Okay, we'll say. Anyway, we took that carrot on a night out with us, all right? We took that same carrot. We took it out on a night out with us in Portugal that night. It was like the last night, all right? And women were we just brought it out to all the clubs with us. Because like, it's like a strip, and it was like Albufeira. And Albufeira's like a strip, so you got like bars. Got like open, no open wall areas. So you just kind of like walk in, walk out. And all women were getting pictures taken with this carrot, and some were putting them in their mouths, like getting pictures like with the carrots.
Oh my god!
With the carrot.
That is outrageous.
And there's actually pictures of literally pictures on my Facebook in one of my albums of the album for a holiday, and there's pictures with girls with the carrot going like, not knowing that had just been inserted in a fucking dude's ass like an hour beforehand.
An hour beforehand.
But that's not even the worst part then.
An hour.
My mate brought that carrot home with him from Portugal to Ireland and kept it in his room.
The guy who got carrot.
No,
it's a different lad.
Just kept it as a souvenir in his room. And he said the carrot ended up getting so rotten he had to just bury it in his back garden.
Why did he bury it? Why did he throw it out?
He just kept it in his back garden as a memory. Let me see if I can bring up the picture of the carrot. I think there's a picture of it. I'll show you one. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, look, that's what happens when you're 18, you know what I mean? Shit happens, you know? In this case, a carrot goes up someone's ass and you go party with the carrot. But, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I was 18. It was good times.
For who?
Oh, look, everyone had a good laugh doing it. I'm going to see if I can find a photo of it.
Everyone enjoyed it?
Man, it was it's a bit of banter, you know what I mean? It's just lads being lads on holidays. That's all it was. Lads just being lads.
Just dudes being dudes.
Just dudes being dudes. That's all it was, lad. Let me try to find this shit. And if I can find a picture of it, would be funny, man. Oh, here it is. Is this it? This is the album.
Can we get the guy on?
Who got it in the arse?
Yeah, as to interview.
So here. Oh my god, it even makes it worse looking back these photos. So here's a picture of the carrot there. We took it to him tonight. We went to KFC afterwards.
Oh my god, the size of it!
That's the carrot there. Look.
How far did he get it up his arse?
I can't remember. Look, guys, there it is. It's the same size as a large Coke bottle.
Is this after? Is this post?
That's after, yeah. Hold on. Maybe if I you guys can see it.
Zoom in.
Wow, not much detail you can see. But it's the size of a large Coke bottle. Look, that's him who got it shoved up his arse. I can see.
He does look delighted.
He looks happy.
He looks delighted.
He looks happy, and that's him with the car. So they obviously they have a bond. Just chilling, getting a beer.
There it is. Yeah, I actually did bring it out.
Just having a shot.
Like that car was up on someone's arse, in someone's arse. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I think someone broke the tip off it. You see the carrots are getting smaller as the night went on.
Yeah, some bit it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All these pictures of the carrot.
Oh no!
Alright. There's a picture with the one with the carrot. I'm trying to find it. I don't know. I don't know where it was. Yep, that's it. Home with the passport. Oh.
Was that you?
Oh. It's not a dodgy picture.
Jeez, you look different.
I did. That's the carrot had a good old time, man. that was the story of my carrot. Carrot something, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's some pics out there.
They are. You look insane, and I didn't. Although I should have I should have known you would have had one of those, the hairstyles.
Oh,
the spiky hair.
Yeah.
Pure
the blonde highlights in it as well. Yeah, man.
Yeah, bang it up 2010 off that.
Oh, stop, man.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's a funny story.
That is insane.
You know what I mean? It's all just lads being lads.
Just dudes being dudes.
Just dudes being dudes,
And
bro.
do you eat carrots? No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, every time you eat a carrot, do you think?
No, not really.
No?
Just think it's going to help me see in the dark.
Does your missus know that story?
I don't know. I think so. Probably.
She listens to this. She'll know.
I was fucking 18.
Yeah,
Carrots.
18. Dudes being dudes.
Boys we do. Carrots going. You know what I mean? You buy a pack of carrots. Why we had a carrot in the first place? I don't know. Man, she ended up in someone's bum.
I've never had a carrot on my arse, thank God.
Wow. Well.
Still time on this podcast, baby.
I mean, maybe the dominatrix lady, when she comes on, might have a few stories about that. You know what I'm saying?
About sticking carrots or just...
So what's the last one we got there? You said OnlyFans star?
Porn star.
What other one random? Why is it all to be sexual people?
Because they probably give the best
look
interviews.
at the sexual people we got that. We got the dominatrix, we got the priest, we got the OnlyFans star. Like, there's a lot of...
Furry's a sexual thing, isn't it?
It's a very sexual list. Apart from the clown and the magician. And who's the other person? Maybe we could just... Do you know what we should get? We should just get average people. No, I feel average people is the wrong word. Just like your...
Normies.
Your standard 9-to-5 dude. Somebody like works in fucking IKEA.
You have me.
Yeah, but someone
That's
else.
stupid. No, that's boring. We want weirdos. We want lunatics. We want freaks.
Like, there's so many fucking
monsters.
Works in a garage. Like,
but what are they going to say? What stories are they going to have? I'm
sorry to have great fucking stories.
I want freaks on this. I want monsters. I want weirdos.
All right, who else? We have to look realistic. Someone says fucking Lexus, Texas. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, let's get her in.
Jesus Christ.
Get her in.
All right, who else can we get? Like handy dandy people.
So
like, who can we pull some strings with? When's Rene Dupree in Ireland?
I'm going to write wrestler.
Rene Dupree. When's he here?
Next month. I don't think we'll have time, though, because he's coming in for 2 days. And he's stadium and Belfast. I think I could be very...
I think we could catch him at the stadium. I reckon Rene Dupree's pretty handy. If we say after his match, we go, come on, we just make it say, like, it's your compulsory OTT interview.
We could ask Joe.
Joe Cabray?
Yeah.
Be very like, I love Joe. It'd be a wrestling podcast. It'd be a wrestling conversation.
Oh yeah, it'd be very heavily.
Yeah, get Joe. Say Joe. I would like to try to get Jordan Devlin at the stadium, and I know Finn Balor's there too. There will be definitely some ones to get on for fun.
They'd be cool. I'll try.
What other just random ones apart from outside the wrestling world could we get?
Do you know any actors?
Oh, actors would be pretty good, man. Actors would be nice.
Like we know Angle.
Yeah.
Tony Kelly.
Yeah. I like to get people I don't really know.
I'll just write actor. Different.
Get a footballer, Jared Butler. Invite Boris Johnson's hairdresser. Football.
Shingo Bingo says he's not getting pegged. If one of us are Shingo, it's gonna have to be you, baby.
I'd think about that. But we definitely could look at the magician, the clown. I reckon they're easy enough to get.
This is a good list.
A magician or a clown could be interesting.
A magician, a clown.
It's gonna cost me a fucking bomb, though.
A pegger. We'll shop around.
It's gonna cost. Oh, shop around, man. A clown. An out called a clown.
We'll find it'd be grand.
I
genuinely think I could source a drag queen.
Who? You know them? I reckon that'd be easy enough, man.
My brother.
Is a drag queen?
No. He's an actor.
Yeah.
And he was doing the Gay Theatre Festival.
Oh, so you know he'll have a few handy.
And there was a show on that with drag queens, and he knows them from that. So I think
drag. There's a lot of them in Dublin. I reckon that's not going to be hard to find.
No, man. We can get that. The OnlyFans that'd be fine. Fucking, I imagine someone in the estate does it. We'll find someone that does the OnlyFans, and we bring them in and be like, so it gives the lowdown on this.
Yeah.
And a discount code.
Jesus Christ. I want the magician or the clown, but they're gonna want top dollar, man. They're like fucking they're like €300 pop, man.
Yeah, no, because that's what they charge for a show. For an interview, they wouldn't charge that.
But I still think, because you want them in the full gear, you know?
Yeah.
I want a clown coming in dressed as a clown, and I want to put on a little show too afterwards.
Oh yeah, I want them to juggle.
I
want the clown has to be.
He has to juggle and do the spinny plates.
The plate to juggle. So. And
I wouldn't mind seeing if he could pull a rabbit out of his hat. That's a bonus.
Yeah.
If he can get a rabbit.
Rabbit. I'm just going to write rabbit. We'll know what it means.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a rabbit. Now, the magician.
You will have the character of the rabbit.
If the magician can saw you in half.
Me? No, I'm not doing that. You in half.
Me?
Yeah.
Look, if he can saw one of us in half, if we get the magician to saw one of us in half, that is big. That's fucking, that's money.
Saw in half. Not as entertaining as a clown or a magic lad.
Yeah.
Stand-up comedian.
Just funny, just telling jokes.
Just, yeah, come here.
Come here, tell us a joke.
We'll do an interview with him, and then we're like, right, now go and do your set.
Maybe do your set? Just let him do a set up there in front of us two?
Yeah.
Think you do that?
Stand-up comedian.
Okay, well, that'd be easy enough to find. Interview the bear that all the women would choose. Wait, what?
Steve from... Yeah, he did. Like, we could do an Ireland's Got Talent, but we just, like, bring your talent and people could come in, they could sing for us, and we can boo them, cheer them.
There could be something down the line, you know what I mean? Once we blow up, you know, we go mainstream, we get a bit of fucking speed behind our belts. We're keeping it realistic at this moment in time.
I don't like being realistic.
You like fucking going from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
No one might even watch this podcast.
Fucking 1,000 lads watching it there now. 66,000 lads watching it now.
That's not 66,000 followers.
Who's Billy?
Oh, Billy is we drop. There's a kid. Billy's a kid in my not my kid. Billy is a kid in Hallie's play school who like gets dropped off a lot earlier and gets picked up later. So every time we're going and dropping Hallie off school, he sticks his head out the fence and starts going, "Hi, Billy, I'm Billy. Hi, Hallie." Just every time we come in, he goes, "Hi, it's Billy."
All right.
That's all he does, and then he goes, and he's just.
Well, that's all he does.
Cool
That's
kid.
all he'll say.
He says, "Hi, I'm Billy." Hi, I'm Billy.
Fritzl, yeah, he'd be good. You liked him, didn't you? Bizarre Oddities, show and tell. Yeah! I want to get weird fucking lads in. I want to get weird. Get Mike Tyson? No. Even if that was a possibility, I would not get him in because I think he could kill me.
Get the old cup of you moon, Jesus Christ.
Get the old cup of you, yeah. They're probably dead. They probably joined their son.
Paddy the Baddy. Guys, I remember, I don't think Paddy the Baddy's going to be coming in going, "Hey, come on, yeah, no problem, I'll do your fucking podcast the guys have never heard of."
Paddy the Baddy.
Could you find a leprechaun?
Yeah.
Little person. We know one. We know one very well, but I don't really know if he knows much stories, would he?
Tell him about Maxer.
Yeah, we have that one. But wouldn't mind getting one. One that like works with stags and stuff like that.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Lady Geek does only. I don't know who that is.
Who's Lady?
I don't fucking know.
Nijoku?
Yes. Okay. We have a little list to compile and do some investigation and try to get a guest on. Okay.
If we got Nijoku in and his talent was having the Warzone with me.
Warzone with you this live.
Yeah, I think he'd get infuriated.
I think that was good. Can I get a dwarf at half price? I mean, well, look, if they charge the full whack, you know, I mean, of course we'll ask for a discount. You know what I mean?
It's a good joke.
Half price for half man.
You can't. This has been our one and only episode.
Yeah. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to wrap up today's podcast. Remember, you can find us on all socials, LocoLads on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram.
Just go to his socials.
LocoLads. All the links will be in the descriptions. Guys, hope you enjoyed this podcast. When we'll do the next one, we'll try to make it. We'll see how it is.
Did you like it? We'll ask the stream when it's over.
Well, yeah, we'll ask you. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Suck it!
Suck it! Priest.